Oh, what is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 380 of Community Universe Mode. We are live here at the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view Retaliation, the season finale, my friends. That is correct. This is our final episode on 2K17 before we go on break. And we will be returning on 2K18 for Season 5, the 30th of October. So make sure you mark that on your calendars. You know, that momentous occasion. The 30th of October is when we will be back. But, guys, we have an absolutely stacked card to go out on here tonight at Retaliation. As things are going to be starting off, let's just say, not so great for Mr. Cletus Barnacle. Remember, it was announced earlier this week that Cletus, after hounding acting general manager of Monday Night Fusion, Ted Dickens, for weeks to get a contract with Fusion, that Ted finally snapped and said, all right, Cletus, I'll give you a chance. If you can defeat your mystery opponent at Retaliation, I will give you a contract. Well, guys, I can tell you this much. I got caught a little sneak peek at Barnacle's opponent earlier tonight before the show started, and I think it's safe to say that Cletus isn't going to be getting that contract. That's of course just my guess over here. Just my outlook on the whole situation. But what up, Josh? What up, Batman? What up, Diamond? Where is everybody? Can't be going out in the season finale with 2 viewers. What's happening? Get everybody in here. If Cletus wins, let's just say it would most definitely be upset of the century. But of course, remember when he made his debut last month? He knocked off undisputed champion Schmitty in that 6-man elimination tag, him and Divine. But here we go, guys. Live at Retaliation. Of course, a beautiful looking arena, as always, made by the one and only Topres. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. But Cletus did win. It's in the record books. That was a W for him. He eliminated, who was it? Trauma, I think, in that 6-man tag. He actually pinned and eliminated Trauma. Him and Divine were the surviving members of their team. That was the last time we saw Cletus. Remember, his backstory is that he went to high school with Schmitty, and Schmitty used to bully him. So Schmitty brought him in as a joke to try to get under the skin of Paul Divine, but it ended up backfiring on him. And now there's been a movement, hashtag sign Cletus. And Barnacle's getting that opportunity tonight. But of course, he's going to have to defeat his mystery opponent here. Kicking off Retaliation this Sunday afternoon. Look at Cletus. Oh, dear God, guys. I kind of feel a little bit bad as here comes Cletus's opponent. I don't know where the hell Ted Dickens found this guy. This absolute monster. I don't even know if I could call him a man. Who has dubbed himself Damien. Look at the size of this guy. Good Lord. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Cletus has to defeat, either by pinfall or submission, in order to earn himself a Fusion contract. Oh, I do not envy Cletus Barnacle on this night, my friends. I do not indeed. Damien, guys, where the hell he came from, I have no idea, but he's making his CMV debut, being dispatched by Ted Dickens. All right, here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen, though. I imagine that most of us here already know what's about to go down. Oh, good God. Rings the bell. Does referee John Cone here at Retaliation. And Damien immediately going to whip Cletus Barnacle right into the corner. And he's going to do it again. Jesus Christ. Bullying Cletus, but look at that Barnacle. Of course, we saw he's a fighter during that elimination tag last month. Remember, he pinned and eliminated Trauma. Trauma. One half of Desolation. Wrong time to taunt there. That's going to cost Damien as Cletus with a clothesline takes down the gargantuan being. Up to his feet. Damien now with a European uppercut. Irishman puts him out of the apron, and a spear to the midsection sends him crumbling down to the outside. Damien going to follow suit. This matchup continues on the outside as Damien with a rib breaker. Oh, Lord. Cletus Barnacle getting that work here. Count of 3 currently. As we are kicking off Retaliation, ladies and gentlemen, Cletus looking to get himself a fusion contract with a neckbreaker. This goes to a count out. I'm going to cry. Jesus Christ. Typical 2K17. Oh, but Damien with a chop block, able to escape that shoulder claw. Cletus doing a shoulder claw on Damien. Oh, Damien back into the ring here, guys. They got a count of 7, 8. Cletus with a contract on the line. 9. Cletus, what you doing? Oh, the count of 10 saves it. Oh, a big boot by Barnacle. That's something you don't see every day. But that doesn't last long. Cletus tripped up by this massive Damien. I don't know where the hell Ted Dickens found this guy. Choke bomb. Holy camole, mamma mia. Cletus, though, still fighting. Hashtag sign Cletus. The movement is strong. But Damien is currently dissecting Cletus Barnacle. What the hell is this? Wrapping his big meaty claw across the head of Cletus. John Cone calls it. Cletus has passed out. It's already over. Holy shit. Oh my God. This man just squeezed the life out of Cletus Barnacle. The dream is dead. My God. John Cone forced to call for the bell. This Damien guy just literally, I think it might have killed Cletus. Holy shit. Like I said, I have no idea where the hell this guy came from, but he just dashed Cletus's dreams in under 2 minutes. Good Lord. I don't know if this guy is sticking around, but if he is, rip to the roster. Whoa, what a way to kick off Retaliation. I hope you guys aren't a Cletus fan, because if you are, you might be crying right now. Yo, really though, where is everybody? Why do I feel like it didn't? Did it send out a notification when I went live? Can't be having the season finale go out on 3 viewers. What's going on right now? Is Schmitty gonna file a lawsuit against Damien now? Oh, well, rip. I guess everybody's just too busy watching football. All right, what do we got up next? Some more singles action. I don't know, Tim. It looks like it's going to be a really good game from all the trailers and all the shit that's coming out. I feel as though you will enjoy it. Could always just game. Is Twisted getting? You could just game share with someone for like a week. Make the people. That's what Alvis is doing. Hooking up Big Al that way. And our first tweet of the evening here, ladies and gentlemen, comes from Harvey Hastings, who says, at 10L, better run faster than my bullet. Later on tonight here at Retaliation, guys, Harvey Hastings, the assassin, looks to cap off this season by becoming United States champion when he challenges the undefeated 10L. I'm actually really looking forward to that matchup. Two deadly submission maneuvers going to clash. Of course, Hastings has that Anaconda Vice, whereas 10L's been using Insatia, that octopus stretch, to tap out his opponents. Batman, you're getting it for free, though, so... we both got it for free. So we can be hyped. But up next, guys, here at Retaliation, after kicking off the show with that, well, unfortunate event for Cletus Barnacle not getting a Fusion contract heading into next season, as I think he legitimately might be dead. No word from the medical crew backstage, but... we're about to see some more singles action come our way as the painkiller Troy Myers gonna make his way into the arena. Troy Myers, a couple of weeks back, security footage caught him brutally attacking Lance Smith backstage. Probably peeved, I'd have to imagine, after taking that L to Shiloh Gray back at Battle Scars 3. Lance Smith didn't have any of that. Earlier this week during Monday Night Fusion, Troy Myers knocked off Flashy. Lance Smith came out ringside and threw down the challenge for a matchup here tonight. Lance, of course, the son of Oliver Smith, currently undefeated in CMV. We'll see if Troy can dish out that painkiller and hand him his first loss. What are you busy with, Maury? It's Sunday at 1:30. What are you busy with? And here he comes, Lance Smith with a new attire. I gotta dig it. Making his pay-per-view debut, ladies and gentlemen. Again, the son of Oliver Smith, remember, who retired back at Ascendance 5. After a long-standing career all around the world, his son thus far in CMV has been very impressive. Most recently knocking off Shiloh Gray, or knocking off Shanaz Andonia, I should say. I said Shiloh because I saw him in the chat there. Lance Smith now looking to get his first pay-per-view win by knocking off another former Anarchy champion in Troy Myers. No, Shiloh's on Fusion. Last time we saw Shiloh was top of the month. The fallout of Battle Scars. Remember, he got a bad knee injury. He went for a corkscrew neck breaker and landed on his knee raw on the report on CMV.com, communityuniverse.4emotion.com. If you want to join up with us, exclamation point, join in the chat. Going to be out for the rest of the season, but we hope for a speedy recovery from Gray. As Lance Smith takes the fight to the outside early on here, certainly two different styles clashing. Lance Smith, a very technical wrestler, a lot of suplexes, a lot of slams, a lot of mat wrestling, whereas Troy Myers, downright a brawler. Nice DDT there, going to connect on the outside. What? Camel clutch being applied by Myers on the outside. Count of 5 already. First 2 matches getting these scary countouts. Fucking Cletus beat the count at 9 in the first match. 8 right now. Jeez, it's gonna go to a count out. Fucking rip in peace. I hate this game sometimes. Oh, wait, no, count of 9 again, yes! just trying to give me a heart attack at this game right now. And a gourd buster by Lance Smith. Lance probably gonna be looking to apply his sharpshooter which Myers got to be careful for. Of course, Lance got to be weary of the double knees to the face. Painkiller, Troy Myers calls it. Jawbreaker there by the former Anarchy champion and CMV veteran. Irish whip. Lance rebounds off the ropes. Going to catch him with a body block on the rebound. Detonation. Lance going for the legs of Troy Myers. Kick to the knee, though, by the Painmaker, who drills Lance headfirst into the canvas with another DDT. Up next here at Retaliation, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see the return of Levi Marta when he goes one-on-one with a longtime foe, Rising Star champion Miles Kelly. We have got a lot here tonight at Retaliation. 4 championship matches, of course. The main event, guys, is going to be a 3 stages of hell. Schmitty and Paul Devine dance their last dance. Who heads into next season as undisputed champion as Lance off the top rope with a beautiful elbow drop. And now the son of Oliver Smith showing off his muscles there, taking a lot of time here. Second gen superstar. Jesus Christ. He's going to pay for it now. Oh, tripped up. That ego coming back to bite him. Eats the top turnbuckle there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Maury. I don't know where everybody is. I don't love the idea of ending the season finale on 3 viewers. I hope people come in. Damn, Troy Myers, though, turning things around, and it looks like we might get a Troy Turner. This has put down many a man. 1, 2, no, but it won't put down Lance Smith. Smith currently undefeated. Most definitely wants to end the season at his pay-per-view debut with a big win, but Troy Myers not looking to let it be so. Lining up the shot, looking for the Painkiller. And that might do it. Hooks the leg, does Myers. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. I haven't seen a whole lot of people kick out of that, guys. Myers just knocked off Flashy earlier this week on Monday Night Fusion with that, as Lance was watching on ringside. Lance Smith counters a jumping cutter. Now going to catch Myers with another gourd buster here. Loving his gourd busters this match. Oh, Lance Smith, sharpshooter locked in. He tapped out Adam Adams immediately with this in his debut last month. Lance Smith, sharpshooter applied. Will it be enough to force Troy Myers to submit? No, Myers escapes, but it looks like the damage to his lower spine is most definitely done. Gonna leave a lasting effect. Let's see if Smith can capitalize on this front headlock, just holding Myers there. Might have shot for a fit. I'm not too sure if he did, countered by Myers. Punch to the gut, though. Lance Smith back to a vertical base. Now Smith closing in. Crossface, but an unfortunate rope break for Smith. Lucky for Myers, though. Lateral press by Troy Myers here in our first real matchup of the evening. Back and forth has been, of course, we saw Damien make his debut by absolutely murdering Cletus in under 2 minutes. As Troy Myers going to moonwalk into the corner now, having himself a jolly old time. Put up into a seated position, kick to the back, and send shots of pain up and down the spine there of Lance Smith. No doubt, looks like a camel clutch now. Troy Myers looking to force Lance Smith to submit here at Retaliation and hand him his first defeat here and his CMV career, the season finale. No, Lance escapes. Slither him through the legs. Headbutt. And crack that cranium. And Lance with a big roar, letting us know he's still in it. Perhaps going to try to mount a comeback here. Yes, he is. There's clothesline. There's a second clothesline. And a third clothesline. Troy Myers looking for refuge in the corner. Lance Smith charges him, goes for a knee, counters the knee, but gets an enziguri to the arm. Now Myers with a knee to the midsection, dropping the feet to the chest. An aggressive pinfall attempt by the Painmaker here. 1, 2, nearly gets the 3 count as well. Jeez. Just about stole it. Lance Smith snapping the arm over the shoulder there. Myers now dragged out of the corner from behind. Wrestling slam. Great amateur background on display right there for Lance Smith. Troy Myers brought up to his seat. Gets an arm drag, does Lance. As this match continues, guys, been very back and forth between these two men. Lance Smith looking to remain undefeated going into next season with the momentum behind him. Carry on his father's legacy, whereas Troy looks to bounce back from his loss at Battle Scars. Irish whip to the opposite corner. Myers charging his opponent. Goes head first for the top turnbuckle, though. Dazed and confused. Lance going to capitalize with a nasty-looking powerbomb. Floats over to a nice bridge. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Lance Smith again into the crossface. No rope break this time. Can Lance do it? Yes, he does. Troy Myers submits. Lance Smith remains undefeated, knocking off Troy Myers here at Retaliation. After that crossface, he locked it in earlier in the match, but Troy got a rope break, not the second time. Great matchup between these two guys to really get the show underway. What up, Echo? This is the second matchup of the evening. And we just saw Lance Smith defeat Troy Myers to remain undefeated, utilizing a nasty crossface to do so. And of course, the show started with Cletus Barnacle, a chance to earn himself a Fusion contract. Unfortunately, Ted Dickens went and found just about the gnarliest guy he could. Damien destroyed Cletus in under 2 minutes. He might have killed him too, as Lance Smith celebrates that hard-fought victory. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to truly get into the meat and potatoes of Retaliation here tonight. As we get set for the next matchup of the evening, we have 2 tweets. The first from Bannon, who says, "Tonight, Weaver, you will finally be saved." And then Weaver responded saying, "Tonight, you can go fuck yourself, Bannon." Those two bitter rivals going to collide in a Falls Count Anywhere match tonight. But first, guys, the return, metaphorical return, if you will, of Levi Martin. Because, of course, we know that Arthur Rose was Levi Martin the whole time. But tonight he is bringing back the persona of the former tag team Anarchy light heavyweight champion. There's one other I'm forgetting, isn't there? United States. How could I forget? Levi Marta, of course, a CMV veteran, won the United States Championship in his debut. That was the night after Ascendance 2. I didn't even know the entire time. I should have realized the similar mannerisms and personality between Arthur Rose and Levi Marta, but this other side of him, if you will, has finally been brought out. More him and Kendall Wolf kind of been at each other's throats this past month, but Levi Marta threw down the challenge for a rematch with Rising Star champion Miles Kelly here tonight. Kelly agreeing to it. Remember, we are going to see Kendall Wolf in action here tonight. Actually, after this matchup, he'll be taking on Ryan Kent, first time ever. Kent making his debut as a member of the Fusion roster here on the season finale. But in this rivalry that dates back to before Ascendance, Miles Kelly has consistently had Levi Marta and Kendall Wolf's number. It was back at Battle Scars that Kelly, along with Eddie Guerrero Furioso, knocked off Marta and Kendall Wolf in a tag team match. But tonight it is one-on-one, and we know that Miles Kelly a couple nights ago retaining his Rising Star Championship for the third time against Adam Finito, now going to carry the title into next season. And that new rule being implemented next season where if you defend the Rising Star title twice, you can then cash it in for a shot at one of the mid-card titles on their respective brands. So Miles Kelly, guys, come next season, come 2K18, if he wants to, he can cash in for a shot at the light heavyweight or United States Championship. Kelly has most definitely blown me out of the water since he debuted, 4 months ago now? An incredible competitor on a bit of a winning streak. I don't remember the last time Kelly lost was at the... what was it, like 2 weeks before Battle Scars in that handicap match. Took 2-on-1 in order to put down the Rising Star champion. And guys, here he comes. A return to roots, if you will. Levi Marta is back. The demented, twisted psyche of this man. We all know what Levi Marta was capable of. And like I went through, guys, an impressive resume on Levi. Won the United States title in his debut. Won the Anarchy Championship, actually off of Kendall Wolf, way back when. Was a tag team champion. He and Troy Voodoo held the belts together. And a light heavyweight champion as well during season 3. Or season, yeah, season 3, I was correct. But now Levi Marta is back, ladies and gentlemen. As he looks to finally get one up over the legit gentleman, Miles Kelly, baby. Currently 2-0 on pay-per-view. See if you can make it 3-0. Carry all this fucking momentum with him into next season. Every time these two have gone head-to-head, it has certainly produced great matches. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see Levi back. Gotta admit, I'm a big Levi fan, but I'm also a big Kelly fan, so I'm a bit torn here. Like I said, though, Levi Marta and Kendall Wolf been at each other's throats these past couple of weeks after that loss they took to Miles Kelly and EGF back at Battle Scars. Kendall Wolf going to be in action up next, taking on Ryan Kent. Marta earlier tonight saying he'd love to see Kendall Wolf succeed, but he'd love it so much more to see him fail miserably. I'm sure the sentiment is the same from Wolf here, as Miles Kelly does his vintage pre-match warm-ups. The longest reigning Rising Star champion of all time. Most defenses as well. Knows that, Arthur Rose was nothing to be taken lightly. Now, Levi Marta's back. And Kelly's got to know if he's done his homework that he's in there with an absolute madman. As the referee rings the bell, and here we go. Marta going to start things off from the get-go. Chin breaker. What? Season finale. That's good that I can flip. Stomp down on the arm, puts Miles Kelly on his stomach. Kelly quickly back up to his feet here early on. Brings a knee up under Marta's chin. If we're getting the Levi Marta of old, then Miles Kelly's going to have to be looking out for the Cobra. Nice capture suplex there by Kelly, who we know is going to try to finish things with his legit pile driver. Furious fist drop. No, misses it. Punch in the canvas, guys. He might have broke his hand right there. Marta tries to capitalize. Kelly not allowing it. Snap German suplex. Love that. Beautifully executed by Kelly. Another. And then brings the knee down to the side of the head. And does the decorated CMV veteran Levi Marta. Now a headbutt. That caught him right in the face. Marta up to the second turnbuckle, guys. The deranged lunatic drops a forearm smash right across Kelly's face. Currently Marta in control. Kelly not looking to let that last long. Looks like he's setting up for a vertical. No, thought he was going for a vertical suplex. Instead drops into a lung blower. Double knees to the spine. Gonna be feeling that in the morning. Well, we all know Levi Marta has a very, not only unique personality, beautiful springboard frog splash there, but really everything about Levi is unique. That I can't answer that question, honestly. I don't know what he's wearing. If I know Levi, I'd probably fished whatever that is out of the garbage, just wrapped it around himself. Early pinfall attempt, the first of the match, produces only a 1 count, brings the elbow down to the top of the head. Still to come tonight, guys, Bannon and Billy Weaver, after fighting literally everywhere you can possibly imagine, finally going to bring their rivalry back to the ring for a Falls Count Anywhere match tonight, as Miles Kelly, guys, goes for his DDT. What a reversal by Levi there. I love that. And now Marta looking for it. Forearm smash. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, Miles Kelly. Oh, man. Just shoved his hand down Kelly's throat. 1, 2. Vintage Levi, but it's not enough to get the 3 count, guys. The CMV Rising Star champion and legit gentleman survives. And you don't know where Levi's hand has been, guys. I would fathom a guess that Levi hasn't washed his hands in years. Oh, Miles Kelly now. Looks like he's lining up Levi Marta for something. Oh, knife edge chop. Chop across the head. Watch out, John Cone. Another chop to the head. Going to bring him down. Miles Kelly's feeling it with the CMV Universe behind him. Into the corner, Miles Kelly. This is what he retained his title with earlier this week over Adam Finito. Will it be enough to knock off Levi Marta here tonight? He drapes him across the ropes. Catapults himself. Double knees to the midsection, boy. And then a taunt. Kelly is feeling it. Woo! I'm hyped as Kelly now. Look for the final nail in the coffin. No! Counters again as Levi! Grabs the kick, knee to the face. Lutez pounces and the right's being hammered away again and again. The reversal game on point for Levi Marta here tonight, countering all of Miles Kelly's SIGs and Finn attempts. Yo, what a big toph. Cletus did not win. He was defeated under 2 minutes by Damien, who made his debut. As Levi gets that vintage Arthur Rosa SIG. The headbutt to the midsection and the double knees to the face, and nearly gets the 3 count. Wow, that was close. Woo! Mamma mia, 2.99999. But now Miles Kelly in serious trouble if Levi Marta gets off that snake bite again. He shoves that hand down Miles Kelly's throat. Yo, what up, Drip, my friend? Welcome to CMB. Welcome to the season finale Retaliation, as finally Kelly drills Levi Marta's head into the canvas. Second attempt at that DDT pays off. Of course, we've also already seen Lance Smith remain undefeated by knocking off Troy Myers. Hurricane Rana by Marta. Now Levi finished playing with his food. Lines up the shot, the return of Marta. Will it be a successful one? No! Now Miles Kelly clutches up the count over Marta was shooting for. Surely another snake bite. Does not want that hand down his throat again. German suplex by Levi, counter after counter. Reversal after reversal. Like I said, every time these two meet in the ring, it is a classic tonight. It's not disappointing who's going to walk out victorious and into the next season with that momentum behind him. Only a 2 count for Levi there. As he tries to close back in, gets a punch to the midsection though by the Rising Star champion. who looks to seal the deal. Punch straight to the face, now drags him to the center of the ring. The legit gentleman code breaker busts Levi wide open. Yo, what up, Flashy, by the way? I saw you in here earlier. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boot to the side of the head by Levi. I think him getting busted open just going to fuel him, though. Levi loves that. The blood dripping down his face. Looks like a knuckle sandwich being applied here by Marta to the Rising Star Champion, putting serious pressure on those temples, trying to wear Kelly down here. Marta to the second turnbuckle yet again. Going to go for another elbow drop. No, this time beckoning Kelly to rise to his feet. Oh, nice. It was a crossbody? I think that was either a forearm smash or a crossbody. Whatever it was effective there. Not for long, though. Kelly back to a vertical base. Short arm shoulder block. Takes down his opponent here. His foe, his rival. Kick to the gut. Once again, the legit gentleman clocks Levi Marta with that wicked DDT of his. Kelly not wasting any time. Slips the limp body of Levi Marta over, I should say. Hooks the leg. Nearly gets the 3 count, but still not enough. What is Miles Kelly going to have to do? Perhaps it is going to take the legit pile driver to get that uno, dos, tres. Levi Marta not looking to let it happen, though. Closes in a little bit too quick for Kelly here. Now it looks like a trio of short arm clotheslines. Yes, nicely done. Levi with an aggressive desperation pin here over Miles Kelly, but still only a 2 count. Kick to the spine awakens the sleeping dragon deep down inside of Miles Kelly, if you will. Unfortunately, catches that boot, does Levi. Now it looks like an STF camel clutch combination submission maneuver here. Will Kelly be forced to submit on this season finale? Here at Retaliation, it is locked in tight. Can Kelly escape, or will he tap? Gets rid of the arm. Oh, and a nasty elbow straight to the face. Now Miles Kelly. What is this? A mega driver by Kelly. That's new. Drags him out of the corner, hooks the leg. Uno, dos, tres. No, what? Holy shit. Miles Kelly pulling out the Omega driver, but it's not enough to take down Marta. Marta now looking for that headbutt double knee strike combo, but Miles Kelly shuts him down for a 3rd DDT. Holy camoli, what a matchup here between these two. Taking each other to the limit on the season finale. Double foot stomp to the gut, gonna pull that Borton. He tries to with the kick to the chest, but a dragon block by Levi Marta, gonna floor him. Levi with blood trickling down his forehead. Both men hurting. Gas tanks near and empty. Who's gonna walk into the next season victorious? As Miles Kelly with another lung blower, that time out of the powerbomb. Levi Marta's hurt. Miles Kelly knows that. Goes for a pin after that devastating maneuver. 1, 2, but still only a 2 count, guys. What the hell is Kelly gonna have to do to get the win here? Up to the top rope goes the Rising Star Champion. He's not a frequent flyer, guys. What the hell is Kelly gonna try for here? Beckoning for Levi Marta to rise to his feet. The champ taking a big risk. Meteora! Oh, flattening Marta. That was awesome. We're seeing a lot of new shit out of Miles Kelly tonight, boy. Leg drop to the arm. Just dissecting Marta at this point in the matchup. Into the corner. Levi Marta taunting to all the legit gentlemen in the crowd. Pandering to his fans. I do believe the universe is more in the corner of Kelly here than they are of Levi Marta, as Miles looks to finally pull it off. Wait. Oh my God! No! The snake bite to Marta! Miles Kelly utilizing Levi's own finishing maneuver. Oh my God! Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Marta not about to go down to his own finishing maneuver, his own vintage move there. Kelly though with the disrespect, adding insult to injury, and I think that might have pissed off Levi Marta here, guys. Oh man. And there's that unique personality, that crazed Oh, stomping his feet now, unleashing the chop frenzy. Good God. Stomp down onto the forearm. Now working the shoulder here of the Rising Star champion. Guys, this has been an absolutely amazing matchup so far. These two, no matter who walks out victorious, most definitely putting on a show for the CMV Universe here in their last collision of the season. Miles Kelly trying to not let Levi stay in control for very long here. These two have thrown everything at each other. Miles Kelly even tried utilizing Levi's own finisher against him. Marta not having any of that though. Jawbreaker has Miles Kelly a fourth time with the DDT. And I think that might do it, guys, if Kelly goes for the pin. But he's not going to. That's a mistake if you ask me. And there's why you can't give someone like Levi Marta even a second to recuperate. And here we go. Now Miles Kelly's going to pay for it as Levi looks to show him how it's properly done. Gonna drive that gross, grimy, greasy hand down Miles Kelly's throat. Hooks the leg now. 1, 2, 3. What? Are you kidding me? Oh, Levi's not having it, guys. Levi is not having it. He tells Kelly, you're staying the fuck down. No matter how many times I'm going to drive my hand down your throat. There it is again, the snake bite. Trying to suffocate Miles Kelly. 2 in a row. Will it seal the deal? 1, 2, 3. No! What? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I gotta agree with Marta, guys. How was that not a 3 count, dude? What the fuck? Oh my God, Miles Kelly just will not stay down. As now the Rising Star champion targets the gash on his forehead, bleeding badly as Marta. Miles Kelly, dude, now driving those educated knees right to the side of Marta's head. Doing that work is the Rising Star champion. His throat's got to be sore right now. Oh, yeah! The legit pile driver. Finally gets it off, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Miles Kelly does it again. Holy shit, what a match between these two. Levi Marta, man. He threw everything at Kelly and Kelly reciprocated. Holy shit. The longest reigning Rising Star champion is gonna go in the next season on this winning streak. As he puts down Marta yet again. What a match though, man. 5 stars. I don't know how Kelly got out of 2 snake bites in a row. Even though Arthur Rose returned to his alter ego known as Levi Marta, it still was not enough to get one up over his foe, the legit gentleman. Miles Kelly ends his season off with a great match and a big win. And next season is looking very bright for this young man, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very bright. And now we go from one deranged lunatic to another, guys. As Levi Marta failed to defeat Miles Kelly, now it's time to see if Levi's other half if you will, and Kendall Wolf can end the season with a big W as he goes one-on-one, guys, for the first time ever with Ryan motherfucking Kent. Kent making his debut, I should say, as a part of the Fusion roster drafted over from Genesis a couple of weeks ago during the draft. The former Alpha World Champion given this match after Kendall Wolf actually demanded and disrespected, as Ted Diggins put it. Kendall said he doesn't care who is in charge of Monday Night Fusion. He wants a match at Retaliation. Ted Diggins would respond saying, you know damn well who's in charge of Monday Night Fusion, and you and everybody else who disrespects myself, Smitty, or lineage, you're going to learn the hard way that we're not just going to let something like that go. So Kendall getting an opponent, and getting an opponent big time, in the form of the Firestarter. Two CMV veterans, two of the all-time greats, about to go head-to-head for the very first time in CMV's history, guys. Two hard-hitting motherfuckers. This is going to be a brawl. As here comes the former undisputed champion, Royal Rumble winner, United States champion, Kendall Wolf, returning after a year hiatus after Ascendance 5. And thus far has had a rocky boat back and forth, despite, I should say, beside this tension that's arising between he and Levi Marta. He did get a win over Jack Spade some weeks ago, but again, he and Marta took that loss to Miles Kelly and EGF at Battle Scars. But Kendall saying he wanted an opponent tonight. He wants to end the season with a win. Let everybody know that he is still a threat, not to be taken lightly. And I would never take Kendall Wolf lightly. I don't care what anyone says. I know Kendall, not exactly a fan favorite. But there's no doubt about it. He is one badass motherfucker. He's about to go head-to-head with another badass motherfucker. Still to come tonight, guys. Following this contest, it'll be Falls Count anywhere between Bannon and Billy Weaver. Finally taking their brawling to the ring for once, though it can go out of the ring. It being Falls Count anywhere, of course, as here he comes. It's the first time we've seen Kent, guys, without the Alpha World Championship. Last time we saw him was at Battle Scars when he lost the title to Cole Savage. Of course, a new champion being crowned a couple of nights ago in the final Genesis of the season. Elijah Stewart defeating Cole Savage. What a win for Elijah. Certainly congrats to him, but Ryan Kent now looks to begin his career anew here as a part of Monday Night Fusion, and no doubt that undisputed championship has got to be on his mind. Ryan Kent, the most decorated champion in CMV history. There's only two titles that are currently in CMV that he has not held, and they are both on Monday Night Fusion, those being the United States title and the Fusion Tag Team titles. So perhaps maybe even those are on his mind. Maybe he wants to round it out and truly hold every title in CMV. Yo, what up, 702? Would you like results thus far, or you want to watch it yourself? Alright, here we go. One-on-one for the very first time ever. It's Kendall Wolf and Ryan Kent, a matchup that would be probably better suited in a bar, as Kent takes the early aggressive advantage with an electric chair German suplex and then backs into the corner like it ain't no damn bit of chicken wing player. Taking Kendall Wolf as a bit of a walk in the park is Ryan Kent here, and that is a mistake. That's what he did to Cole Savage at Battle Scars, and look what happened there. We're going to get a clean break. Gotta say, I'm a bit surprised about that from both men. I'd expect both men to take a cheap shot. These two men will do whatever they have to do to get a win. And we are going to see a lot of punching, a lot of fists, a lot of kicks there. Nice counter into a bulldog by Ken. That's a unique reversal. So far, Cletus failed to get himself a Fusion contract when he was decimated in under 2 minutes by Damien, who debuted. I don't know where Ted Dickens found him, but I don't think I want to know. Then we saw Lance Smith remain undefeated in a great contest with Troy Myers. And we just saw Miles Kelly defeat Levi Marta in an excellent matchup. 5 stars, I'd give that one. And now we are seeing Kendall Wolf and Ryan Kent, 2 of the all-time greats, get it on here at the season finale, here at Retaliation. Still have 4 championship matchups to come, guys. United States title on the line. Harvey Hastings challenges 10L. The light heavyweight title on the line. Filth Shane Scott will challenge Jay Davis. No holds barred. The Fusion tag team titles are going to be on the line when Bad Men Inc. challenge Blood and Stone. We've got Andrew Briggs, I should say, and Jacob Zigo. That bad blood rivalry finally going to culminate. And then, of course, the main event, 3 stages of hell. They're going to dance their last dance. Schmitty and Paul Devine for the undisputed title, as Kendall Wolf is currently riding high over the fire starter. Going to drill him face first right down onto his knee. Jawbreaker creates some distance. Oh, Vintage Kent with the tilt-a-whirl DDT going to drill him head first into the canvas. As Kent slits across the throat. Ryan Kent, one of the most dangerous men to ever step foot in a CMV ring, a guaranteed future Hall of Famer, as is Kendall Wolf. I don't think that most people grasp the magnitude of this matchup, guys. These two have never fought one-on-one before. They've been in CMV at the same time. Look at that strength by Ryan Kent with that powerbomb. Of course, this is only Kendall Wolf's second singles matchup in over a year. We saw what he did to Jack Spade last month, though, getting that W, but Ryan Kent most definitely, no disrespect to Jack Spade, is a completely different ball game on a whole nother level. This would be a big win for either man, for Ryan Kent to knock off a former undisputed champion, for Kendall to knock off a former undisputed and alpha world champion. He might have just countered the face breaker, and Kent thrown overhead with a capture suplex. Well scouted by Kendall, and now Ryan Kent might be in big trouble, as Kendall with the kick to the gut rebounds. Rocket kick drills the boot right into Kent's temple. Hooks the leg. That's when he defeated Jack Spade with 1, 2, and he nearly knocks off Kent, but not quite. No trace. Kendall Wolf trying to stay on the attack, though, wasted some valuable seconds after Ryan Kent kicked out. Now he's going to pay for it. The fire starter goes for a soccer ball kick, moves out of the way. The veteran instinct kick it in for Kendall, who drops him with a spin-out powerbomb. Stomp to the chest. Kendall Wolf, man, one of the most rugged and ruthless competitors. Look at that, the rink of the eye, man. That can tell you right there. That Kendall, like I said earlier, will do whatever he has to win. A man we thought we'd never see again in CMV. After main eventing Ascendance 4, winning the undisputed title, he would lose it only 2 weeks later to Justin, saying that we would never see him again. We thought he was literally, I thought he was dead, if I'm honest. But Levi Marta, of course, a.k.a. Arthur Rose, ended up bringing him back into the fold. Now we see what's going on between those two. Snapmare by Ryan Kent, the former Alpha World Champion, looking to deal some nasty damage here. A type maneuver like this only has the intent of breaking an opponent. Stomping right down onto the wrist, man. As Kent now brings him to his feet. Clothesline all the way from hell! I think that's one of the very few times Kent's actually hit that this season. It always gets reversed. You know, at that very event, at Ascendance 4, where Kendall Wolf captured the undisputed title, was where Ryan Kent captured the light heavyweight title, went on to have that historic reign. 9 defenses, the most in CMV's history. Kendall, though, right now, trying to recuperate from that clothesline from hell, gets a punch in the midsection, no distance now created. Kent looking to close it. Big trouble for Kendall, and Kent gets off the Kent Clash. Kendall knows that, though. Forearm smash, kick to the gut. Oh! Kent a little bit quicker. Kent Clash into the pin. Will that do it? 1, 2. No, it will not. Of course not. That's Kendall Wolf we're talking about. Look, he's already back to his feet. Unfortunately, he's planted right back down with a Michinoku driver by Kent. European uppercut by Kendall now. As he closes in, another rocket kick. Too hot in the kitchen, baby. Kendall's feeling it. Lets out a mighty roar as the Wolf. The CM Universe seems to be behind him. This first-time collision has not disappointed, but who's walking out victorious into the next season? With a possible, I have to say, the winner here. Championship opportunity might be calling to them. As look at Kent now. That cockiness, that ego, that brash attitude. And now Kent calling for it, saying it's over. As Kendall holds his nose, might be broken after that. He's certainly bleeding now. A gash opened up on his forehead. That might need stitches. Flips Ryan Kent over. Kendall Wolf with that classic elbow drop to the thigh. These two certainly not going to go down easy. We already saw Kendall Wolf kick out of one Kent clash. Ryan looks to keep the assault on another clothesline from hell. He's literally probably hit that like 3 times this entire season. Now he hits it twice in one match. 2 for 2. Jawbreaker though. Kendall Wolf still not giving in. Though the former undisputed champion, his bell's got to be ringing after being turned inside out. That is a nasty lariat, man, I tell you. It would keep down any normal, man. Ryan Kent looking to target that. Ooh, that cut. And Kent, a very calculated, malicious, and vicious competitor in that ring. If he sees a weakness, he is going to pounce on it. Nearly gets the job done there, but only a 2 count, says John Cone. Oh, now Kent with a second pop-up Kent clash. Adding some flair to the finish is the fire starter. 1, 2, no. Wow. It's not every day you see someone kick out of 2 Kent clashes. Now a shout out to Kent, one of Kent's arch rivals, Borton, with that fallaway slam. And it seems like Kent might be getting a bit ticked off at this point. Kendall Wolf with a pin out of desperation. He's survived 2 Kent clashes, guys. I don't know that he's going to survive 3. That's if Kent can even get one off. Kendall trying to keep the pressure on here. Trying to stay on top. Oh, a 3rd rocket kick. And that is such a deadly maneuver. You literally just plant your boot right to the side of your opponent's head. That can unhinge a jaw. Luthez pressed, though, by Kent. Now firing away over and over and over and over again. Brought up to a vertical base. Kendall Wolf is hurting. The 3rd time will not be the charm. As Kendall now dons that proverbial crimson mask after countering the clothesline from hell. Ryan Kent might be in dire jeopardy here if Kendall has his way. Shoots in. Whatever he was trying for, countered. Kent with the clothesline for hell, reversed again. And now a chop block going to take Kent off his feet. These two beginning to know each other, beginning to predict each other's maneuvers and movements. Are getting that reversal fest. With blood all in his eyes, dripping down his face. A 4th rocket kick by Kendall Wolf. And that bell has most definitely got to be rung right now for Ryan Kent, guys. There's no way it isn't. Kendall Wolf with a kick to the gut. Treating Ryan Kent like an unwanted dog. Pops back up, though. Does Ryan motherfucking Kent now, who's feeling it. Not looking to let this match escape from him. Doesn't even let Kendall get back to his seat on his own. Fisherman just going to throw him overhead. That pure strength on display as now Kent looks to mount a comeback. Floors Kendall with the clothesline. Ducks Kendall's clothesline attempt and eats a back body drop, does Wolf. Keeps getting back up to his feet. Kendall will not stay down, but that spine buster will make sure he does. As now Kendall gonna be treated to vintage Kent with the single knee face breaker. And Kent, you can tell he is pissed. He is livid. He thought this would be a lot easier, but Kendall's giving him a run for his money. Ryan Kent's emotions getting the better of him there as he's tripped up by Wolf, who now goes for the legs. Ryan Kent not having it, though. Kendall maybe looking for a submission. Ryan Kent knows he gets caught up in that. He'll have to tap. Knife edge chop across the chest, lights him up, goes for a punch to the jaw. Counter, forearm smash by Kendall. Kendall now closes in. Looks like a, hammer lock. Scoop slam. And now a knee drop. Bust Kent wide open. Both men now bleeding. What? Kent into the corner. I think this is more him trying to regain some stamina than trying to, while also showing that he's still very confident about himself. But taunting, not going to take you home. A 5th Rocket kick by Kendall Wolf. This time he makes the pin. Will that do it? 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Now Kendall with his face absolutely drenched in blood. Ryan Kent also got a gash across his forehead. Ryan Kent not staying down. Neither is Kendall. Counters that scoop slam. Kendall drops in. Kendall! What is this? Pump handle. Oh, single knee gut buster. I thought he might have been going for too hot in the kitchen. I got a bit Oh, Kinshasa! Kent is getting that work right now. Still not staying down. Kent with the front headlock, currently in control. Looks to make it stay that way. Arm wrench, though, puts Kendall back in the driver's seat just like that. Stomp down onto the arm and a front flip leg drop by Kendall. You know, the thing I'd say to Kent in this matchup is he's wasting a lot of time. When he has the opportunity, he should try to go for his finish or try to go for an impactful maneuver to finish it off, but instead he just keeps trying to wear down Kent, and that's a big mistake at this point in the matchup, where Kent has already hit 2 Kent clashes, and the third will surely put him down for the count. Kendall now with a punch to the gut. Tries to close in. Kent's too quick for him, though. Clothesline from hell. Didn't really connect, but he still got some of it. Kent trying to capitalize as he hammers away at that gash, man. Ryan Kent does not care. Kendall Wolf has lost a lot of blood. Again, plants a shin to the back of the head. And look at that. I can't respect something like that, man. Wrong time to taunt, though, Kent. Wrong time to taunt. He's going to pay for it. No, sees Kendall coming. And now Kent says enough is enough. The fire starter lines it up. Kendall counters. Kendall counters. Wolf closes in, hook to the jaw. Counter by Kent, though. Distance created. Kent, though, to hurt both men on spaghetti legs. Ryan Kent wakes up first. European uppercut shoots in now. Perhaps a sit-out side slam into the pin. Will this finally do it? 1, 2. No, it will not. Look at Kendall's face, dude. Holy shit. It's getting into his beard at this point. Dripping down onto his shirt. John Cone, guys, might have to end up stopping this match. Kendall is bleeding profusely. Kent doesn't care, though. Dodges the clothesline from hell again. Kendall lying in wait, not quick enough. And now Kent gonna capitalize. Schoolboy sit-out powerbomb. Some impact, some oof behind that. Knee to the side of the head. Kent has found his target in this matchup, and he has been relentless. As now Kent finally looks to deliver the final blow. The Kent Clash numero 3. Into the pin. 1, 2. Are you kidding me? What's in the water tonight, man? Fucking Levi, Marta, Miles, Kelly, now Kendall Wolf. Everybody just straight nose. Oh! That knee to the fucking Jesus Christ. I don't know how Kent recuperated from that knee strike so quick. Holy shit. 3 Kent clashes. Double knee backbreaker though, man. Oh, it's like every single maneuver in Kent's arsenal is just so cringe-inducing. It's more than a win for Kent. He wants to hurt people. I don't know how Kendall survived his 3rd Kent clash, but he counters that. Now we're beginning to see that clothesline from hell, you know, return to sender, if you will. He hit it twice before. Now it's getting countered every single time. A sleeper slam by Kendall. And Wolf is still making that mistake of not trying to finish, not going for his finisher. And now he's going to pay for it big time. Single knee face breaker once again. Blood all over Kendall Wolf. As Kent backs into the corner for a first-time encounter, guys. This has been an absolute doozy between these two. No matter who walks out with the win, both men are going home with some aches and pains. I assure you that. If not broken bones, if not concussions. As Kent Clash out of nowhere for the 4th time. 1, 2, 3, and that finally does it. And it's as if Kent almost at an instinct, almost out of pride alone, gets to his feet, only to realize he's been defeated. Ryan Kent, ladies and gentlemen, victorious in his Fusion debut. What a fucking match. Holy shit. It's what I said though, guys. Kendall would not finish. He had so many opportunities to go for a finisher or some sort of big move to try to put Kent down, but instead he kept trying to wear Kent down with little moves here and there. Whereas Kent was ready to go home, man. 4 Kent clashes is what it took. But Ryan Kent, bloodied, bruised, and all, on the season finale, looks to make Fusion his. Look at Kendall, man. Too prideful to stay down. You got to respect that. But he's got to get checked out, man. He is bleeding bad. The fire starter has arrived, and Fusion is going to be different from here on out, mark my words. Billy won the $5,000, remember, Topher, in that TLC match? that live event earlier this week. So he probably bought himself, that new t-shirt along with some moonshine, I'm sure. Well, we are finally going to see these two men return to an actual ring to fight, though it is Falls Count Anywhere, which means this matchup can end up anywhere. But hopefully, I'm hoping at least that it stays in the ring for the majority. Because these two have literally fought each other everywhere that you could possibly imagine. Well, they've been arrested 3-4 times now. And it all started when Billy Weaver, of course, returned, remember, at a sentence after a 9-month hiatus. In the Money in the Bank ladder match the following night, he would come out to address the fans, but Bannon would return after a couple of weeks away and drive Billy into the canvas with the healing touch. I don't know what started it, what Bannon's problem with Billy was, but I think these two have actually forgotten whatever kind of beef was between them, and they're just content to beat the shit out of each other now. They've fought in a movie theater, they fought in an abandoned church, they fought in a strip club, they fought at a carnival. And every time it has resulted in both men being arrested. I don't know why the cops keep allowing them to, they should probably set the bail a little bit higher. I don't know who's bailing these guys out, too. Who does Bannon have to bail him out of jail? I'm curious about that. What is it, Headhunter? Him and Bloody Justice still keep in touch? But finally the fight is being taken to a ring and is sanctioned. The last time these two met one-on-one was last month. They put on one hell of a banger, and Billy Weaver walked out with the win. As here he comes, the harbinger of darkness, who tweeted out earlier tonight saying that Weaver will finally be saved tonight. And Weaver responded saying, tonight you're gonna get fucked. Very ominous presence of the former Anarchy champion. Guys, up next here at Retaliation, why can't I speak? We are finally going to get into the championship scene when the United States title is going to be decided. Harvey Hastings challenges the undefeated 10L. I'm looking forward to that matchup. We still got the light heavyweight title, tag team titles, and of course that main event, 3 stages of hell for the undisputed title. Yo, what up, Hellish? I'll give you an ominous present, Albius, if you know what I mean. Would you like the results so far, Hellish? Or Be more than happy to run it down. This is the fifth? Yeah, fifth matchup of the night. So 5 to go. As Bannon. Look at the crowd, guys. Their lighters up, their phone. Probably not lighters. I don't think those are allowed. Probably set off the sprinklers, but their phones. You can see that Bannon obviously has some followers in attendance here tonight. And now here comes the hillbilly outlaw, the redneck motherfucker, the former two-time light heavyweight champion, Billy Weaver. Remember, guys, this is Falls Count Anywhere, which means pinfall submissions. They can go down anywhere. In the ring, around the ring, in the crowd, backstage. They can go back to that carnival if they want to. What did I say I wanted to mod you? Here we go, guys. After fighting everywhere but the ring, now we finally got a sanctioned match between these two here at Retaliation. Though I think either way, no matter who walks out with the win, things are going to be far from over between these two. I don't think it's going to end until they're both in prison. Fucking gnat on my leg. Go away. Hate gnats or fruit flies. Ugh. You know what? My mom buys bananas and then she never eats them. What's the deal? As you saw, Bannon just immediately, as soon as the bell rang, charged Weaver. That's how much these two have a hatred for each other. And again, I don't even know if these two guys know why they hate each other anymore. They're just content with beating the shit out of each other. Irish whip out of the ring goes Weaver. And these two can stay out here for as long as they want. Pinfall submissions legal anywhere. I hate bananas. I absolutely despise bananas with a passion. I used to like them when I was younger, but then you know what happened? I did the banana Sprite challenge where you eat 2 bananas really fast and then drink 2 cans of Sprite. Never, even smelling them now makes me want to throw up. As we get a DDT by Weaver. Remember, falls count anywhere means no disqualifications. Chair shot almost connects. Second time, nope, misses completely that time. And now Bannon gonna knock it out of his hand with a forearm smash. Jesus Christ, Bannon unloading. What a combo. Now the Luke Des with the rights ringing down. Looks like a neck trank being applied. Weaver not going to stay in that for very long. The bad blood between these two, man. The tension. Oh! Suck me sideways. Jesus, Bannon. Just took Weaver's head off, sent it up into the cheap seats. Hook to the jaw now. We are coursing live from Dallas, Texas here for Retaliation, the season finale of CMV. Lifting reverse DDT by Weaver, who finally looks to battle back into control. Yes, Hellish, so far the night started off. We know Cletus was trying to get himself a fusion contract, but unfortunately for him, Ted Dickens went and found just about the most gnarly looking motherfucker possible. Damien debuted and destroyed Cletus in under 2 minutes. Then we had a pretty good matchup between Troy Myers and Lance Smith, with Smith coming out on top. A great match between Levi Marta and Miles Kelly. Miles Kelly got the W. And then we just saw Ryan Kent knock off Ken the Wolf after a stellar first-time encounter. 1 count there by Bannon, guys, as now Bannon picks up the steel chair, smacks it across the back of his rival. That vintage, age-old equalizer coming into play. Weaver not staying down for long. He's been hit with much worse than steel chairs. Now a Lutez from him. And these two just going to fight over here the entire time, apparently. This is the place to be. I'll have a podcast after just talking about bananas. You talking bananas to me? Kick to the spine by the Harbinger of Darkness. Hook to the jaw of Weaver, turns him around. Yeah, this is I think oh my God. Jesus Christ. Weaver nearly flung over the barricade. Now a headbutt. And Bannon has been largely in control of this matchup, guys. Weaver getting very little offense in. Just as I say that, finally battles back. Looking for a power bomb, maybe, but Bannon's not having it. As soon as Weaver gets back to his feet, bam, Bannon puts him right back down. Like I said, the last time these two met in a sanctioned match, Weaver got the win. It was in the main event of Monday Night Fusion last month. I think Bannon's going for a pin here. 1, 2. Of course they got to go to the side of the ring where you can't see. These two loving it over here. Another headbutt by Bannon. The former Anarchy champion continues to taunt, beating his chest. He's loving the way this match is going. Weaver, not so much. Oh, what is this? DDT! Good God! I think it might have been on the chair, too. I can't really tell. But either way, Weaver no-sells it like a champ. But once again, as soon as Weaver makes a counter, there's Bannon. Bam! Drops him right back down like a sack of stone. And now Bannon finally has had enough of beating Weaver's ass. Looks to put the final nail in the coffin with the healing touch. And that maneuver is deadly in the ring. On the outside, that could end a life. 1, 2, 3. Bannon with a dominant victory over Billy Weaver. Holy shit. Bannon wasn't having it tonight, guys. He beat the fuck out of Weaver. Of course, these two came into this matchup not exactly at 100% after beating the shit out of each other in a movie theater, in a church, at a strip club, in a carnival, but Bannon had his way with Weaver tonight, guys. Had his way with him. And there's the healing touch on the outside. Nobody is going to get up from that. Domination win for Bannon here at Retaliation. But like I said, I think things are far from over between these two. The season ends nicely for the Harbinger of Darkness. Alright guys, now it is time to delve into the championship scene here at Retaliation as bang, 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 we got 3 title matches in a row coming up. The first of which is going to be for the CMV United States Championship, who is going to head into Season 5 with a strap around their waist. Will it be the assassin Harvey Hastings, or will it be the undefeated extravagant Tenel? We're about to find out. Harvey Hastings earlier this week sending a strong message to Tenel by submitting his opponent Nick Blake with that Anaconda Vice, which we hadn't seen him use for months prior. Obviously bringing out, he's been studying Tenel. We know Tenel, his past couple matches, he's won using Insatia and Octopus Stretch submission hold. So chances are, it'd probably be a safe bet to say this matchup is gonna end via submission. The question is, who will it be that taps or snaps? We're gonna find out, ladies and gentlemen. Tenel winning the United States title back at Battle Scars by defeating Xander Slate. Slate obviously not getting his rematch as he was drafted to Friday Night Genesis, forming Click alongside Bob Luger and Randy Borton. So Harvey Hastings, after defeating Gerard Fisher twice in Hell in a Cell at Battle Scars, being named #1 contender. And now it's time to see if Double H can capture his first championship and head into next season with the gold. Hastings certainly not someone to be taken lightly. An extraordinarily impressive competitor in the ring. Very, very agile. Along with that devastating Anaconda Vice submission hold, we can also see him go off the top and soar with a shooting star press A lot of ways that he can beat a man. Tenel had best be studying the tapes. Of course, still to come after this, guys, it's going to be no holds barred as Filth Shane Scott in the same boat as Harvey Hastings. Looks to capture his first taste of gold, but he takes on Jay Davis for the light heavyweight title. The Fusion Tag Team belt's going to be on the line. Bad Men Inc. are going to challenge Blood and Stone. We've got Andrew Briggs and Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler, one-on-one, excuse me. And then, of course, the main event, guys, 3 stages of hell. The final dance between Paul Devine and Schmitty. Who's walking into Season 5 with the grandest prize? It might not be the grandest prize, but the United States Championship is certainly a very prestigious belt here in CMV. Both these men know it. Can Harvey clutch up? Can he hand Tenel his first loss? Can he win himself the title? Here he comes. I gotta agree with who is it? Austin said, how can you root against Tenel? The extravagant, the flamboyant daytime television star, undefeated. Tenel isn't all just good looks. He can back it up in that ring, and he has a clear-cut strategy no matter who he's against. Target the arms, target the motherfucking arms. So that Harvey gonna have to play defense. He has got to be careful. He cannot get his arm worked. Otherwise, gonna play right into Tenel's hands. He locks it in Sasha. It's gonna be over. In his first defense as United States champion, I should say, will it be his last? Here at Retaliation, we're going to find out. That's something interesting to point out. Harvey Hastings, a German, and Tenel is Spanish. These two fighting over the United States Championship. Only one man can walk into the new era, into next season with the gold. Xander is Italian. So the last time we had an actual American United States champion was Schmitty. There he stands, ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Double H, the assassin, a former member of the German army, and Harvey Hastings a couple of weeks ago took us, on a little trip to his past, said he's killed men with his bare hands before, and that if he has to, he'll take down Tenel tonight in order to get that championship. But a very confident look, a very focused look on the face of the champion, Tenel, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like he is ready to get it on. There we go. United States title being shown to Harvey Hastings, who nods his head. High up into our first championship match of 4 tonight. Harvey Hastings ready to get it on. Tenel looking laxed in the corner now. Here we go. During Genesis earlier this week, the final Genesis show of the season, of course. Tonight is the season finale, but we had 4 new champions. Every single title on Genesis changed hands. Elijah Stewart capturing the Alpha World Championship. Alistair Knox capturing the Anarchy Championship. Imaginary Friends becoming World Tag Team Champions. And then Zach Cage winning the International title. Will we see a repeat here tonight at Retaliation? Will we have a clean sweep of new champions? Or will Tenel make sure it doesn't start off that way? As there we go, already going after that arm with that shoulder breaker. And then a kick to the chest by Tenel. Stomped down onto the midsection. Harvey not having a great start, as now a leg drop to the elbow there. Harvey's already catching that work. He knows it. Battles back to his feet after a punch to the midsection. Clotheslining Tenel out of the ring. God damn. Harvey Hastings, I'm like, nah, you don't deserve to share this ring with me. Claps the temples, though, does the champion, and a hip toss, now a knee strike right to the face. Remember, Tenel does have the champion's advantage. It means he can retain via a count out or a disqualification, though I don't think Tenel's that kind of guy. Oh, going to deal some damage, though, while he can out here. A couple of jabs. Now from behind, hammerlock, back suplex. Good God. Count of 5 now. Harvey got to realize that he's got to get back in the ring, take the fight in there. Modified neck breaker on the outside, dropping 10 right in his face, guys. Count of 7, I think. We do not want this one ended by count out. There you go. See, Harvey Hastings knows he cannot win the championship by count out. Brings 10L back into the squared circle, kick to the gut. The only way Harvey can win the title is by pinfall or submission here. Whirlybird head scissors by Hastings. 10L. Oh, oh, Jesus Christ. You could already see Harvey working on his shoulders, guys. He's rolling them. They got to be hurting. Ooh! I thought he was going for an insecurity there. Instead of drop kicking, 10L feeling it. Look at the fans pop up in the front row. Like I said, who can hate 10L? How can you root against him? But I'm a big fan of Harvey, too. I wouldn't mind seeing either of these men carry a United States title into next season, but only one of them can, as 10L up to the second turnbuckle, waiting for Harvey to get to his feet. Harvey, dazed and confused right now. 10L with a Hurricane Rana. Watch out, John Cone. Harvey brought up to his feet. Jawbreaker, though, by the challenger. Creates some distance, closes it quickly. Another modified neck breaker by Harvey Hastings there. Out to the ring apron now. Harvey taking a big risk here early on. Will it pay off? Springboard. Ooh! Springboard, I'm not sure. I think he might have botched it a bit. Still took 10L down. Tries for a pin to cover his ass, but only a 2 count produced. Seriously? 10L battles back to his feet. Kicks to the knee. Oh! Switching it up a bit is 10L. Going from targeting the arms to trying to break Harvey Hastings' knee in half. Good Lord almighty. Now Harvey Hastings going for the arm. Drops him down into a Fujiwara armbar. Look at the agony on 10L's face. Yeah, that's what you do to your opponents, 10. That's what it feels like for them. Hooks the leg, does Hastings. 1. Just a 1 count, though. Ugh, I think a flea was just jumping around on me. My dogs have fleas. Ugh. It's been a nightmare. It's been a war. It's been a battle, just as it is right now between these two men. Kick to the chest by Hastings, who's now in control. Can he keep it that way as he goes up to the second turnbuckle? Now it is he who beckons for 10L to get up onto his feet. The United States champion in a bad way. European uppercut. Twirl him through the air like poetry in motion, if you will. 10L doesn't stay down for long. European uppercut creates some distance. 10L closing in. Ooh, the hops of Harvey. Good God. Then a drop kick to the back. That was nice and fluent right there. Pinned by Harvey here. Every single time Harvey gets an opening, he goes for a pin. That's a great strategy. You can really tell the difference between desperation pins and pins where you're trying to wear down your opponent. And that's what Harvey's trying to do here. Make 10L exert his energy throughout the matchup, so that when Harvey does pull off a shooting star press or does go for the anaconda vice, it'll hopefully be enough to win him the United States title. Harvey back to his feet now, catches an Irish whip into the corner. The momentum has completely shifted into Harvey's corner. He's been in control these past couple minutes, just as I say that. Harvey with a stomp down to the back of the head, action roll, and now a tilt-a-whirl hurricane. Vintage dashing, guys. We couldn't have a season finale without my controller dying. That would just be absurd. We have to get those dead batteries. Back to the action now. Harvey with the pin attempt again, but only a 1 this time. Yeah, Alvy is throwing those fucking cabers through my window. Harvey now. Seems like Harvey is trying to give 10L a taste of his own medicine in this matchup. Stomping on the arm of the United States champion. And that's what hangs in the balance of the United States Championship. As Harvey again to the apron. We're going to try for that maneuver again. He didn't really get all of it last time. Springboard. No, misses it entirely. That second attempt. As 10L able to move out of the way. Punch to the gut, though, by the assassin. Distance created. Close it in a third time with a modified neck breaker. The start of this matchup, guys, 10L was largely dominating, but now it's been all Harvey. Headshots! Pulls the trigger. Does Harvey Hastings, and now 10L is in big trouble. And he knows that. 10L trying to garner the support of the CM Universe to keep him going here. Arms out wide. Goes for a kick. Action roll again, though, by Harvey. And that action roll has helped him out a lot in this matchup. Keeps evading the United States champion. Now dropped the reverse STO. Busted open. 10L, guys. That's gonna affect his day job. That's going to take a lot of makeup to cover up that gash, especially if he needs stitches. Look at that, blood trickling down his face. That might piss 10L off. You can't mess with the moneymaker. And now, 10L going to make him pay. Powerbomb shoulder breaker. Might have just located that fucking arm. Harvey Hastings, though, I think both men are feeling that the end is nigh. Norton light suplex into the bridge, but only a no count because of the rope break. Oh, perfect position. Harvey to the top. Shooting star press wins. Can he do it? Hooks the leg to bring it home. 1, 2. No. Just the 2 count. So close was Hastings. 2.9999. He could feel the United States Championship just a fingertip away. And although that wasn't enough, Hastings continuing the assault, not letting up. With another Euro uppercut off the second turnbuckle there. Now 10L creates some distance. Jawbreaker, front headlock. Now the champion with a European uppercut. Harvey Hastings caught with a jab. Goes for the jumping cutter. Shot down, though, by the flamboyant one. Face slam! Jesus, hey, Harvey, come on, man. That's the money maker, Harvey. But I guess Hastings did warn 10L he'd do whatever he has to in order to walk out as the United States champion. If that means ruining his career as a daytime soap opera star, then so be it. Harvey Hastings don't give no shits. Jawbreaker, though, by 10L. 10L! I believe he just shot for Insatia. That's a great reversal for Hastings if so, but he can't counter the counter, the counter to counter. Now into the pin goes 10L. A desperation pin by the champion, only a 2 count, though. Punch to the gut by the assassin, who gets back up to his feet, closes in on his target, and a bangerang, unique offense by Double H. Into the pin, middle of the ring here. Harvey hoping this will be enough to seal the deal, bring him the title, but no, only a 2 count. Harvey is physically drained. That gas tank's got to be ticking near empty. His shoulders are slumped. He's sweating profusely, but he's not giving up as he goes to the ring apron yet again. Is he going to try for that fucking kick once more? Yes, he is. No! Oh, countered with an elbow. That was weird. Harvey landed on his feet and then got smacked upside the head. 10L perhaps going for his patented sig in the corner, but I think Harvey countered it again. What the hell is this? Full Nelson. Oh, surprise butt sex! That full Nelson Buster. Harvey. I think that did some damage. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Seated position for Harvey Hastings as 10L looks to keep the attack on, gets a nasty forearm smash to the jaw. Punch to the pec, these two back and forth, tit for tat. Oh, spaghetti legs for Harvey. That allows Hastings to close in. Michinoku driver. 1, 2, vintage match winner in CMV, but not for this one. Harvey now back into the corner. He wants to join the clique. That's over on Genesis, though. Harvey, what are you doing? Now shoots to the top rope. Harvey sees his opening. Let's just hope he didn't waste too much time. Shooting star again! Does Harvey have it? Can he bring it home? Will it be enough? 1, 2, 3, it is Harvey! Harvey Hastings is the new United States champion, baby! Holy shit! What a win! Harvey did it! The assassin executes his target. What a match. Harvey Hastings dethrones Tenel, hands him his first loss, and will now walk into next season as the United States champion. Hastings just had Tenel's number this entire match. Every single time Tenel went for a big move, Hastings was there to greet him and battle him back. Headshot early on in the matchup, and that was really the beginning of the end of things. And here's the second shooting star press with a little twirl midair as well. That produces the uno, the dos, and the three topher. And Harvey Hastings is crowned our new United States champion. Hastings ecstatic. And why wouldn't he be? What a win for the youngster. And now next season is looking very bright. John Cone just disappearing after handing him the title. Harvey Hastings will leave Retaliation as United States champion and walk into season 5 the same. Can Tenel come back from this? Or have we heard the last of the extravagant one? And a tweet, guys, from the new United States champion, Harvey Hastings, simply says, bang. He found his target and he executed. New champion, and now we're about to see if Shane Scott can continue that trend, as up next he looks to become a light heavyweight champion when taking on Jay Davis. And this is no holds barred, guys. In only 2 weeks, this has become one of the most heated rivalries on Monday nights. Jay Davis capturing the light heavyweight title at Battle Scars, dethroning Rubik, was then drafted to Monday Night Fusion with the title. And as he was making his address to the CMV universe, thanking everybody, Jay Davis, a year and a half in CMV, finally capturing his first title, Shane Scott would interrupt, pretty much saying, Jay, you won the light heavyweight title, guy. You didn't cure cancer, all right? You didn't even win the world title. Simmer down a little bit, before clocking him in the head with a steel chair. Not exactly a warm welcome for Jay Davis, but if that wasn't enough, Shane Scott then went ringside where Jay Davis's wife and 4-year-old son were. He gave Jay Davis's wife his hotel room key and ruffled Jay Davis's son's hair. And that's just, I have to agree with, I'm taking Jay Davis' side 100% on this. You don't put your hands on a man's family. I mean, come on. That just takes it to a whole new level. And of course, that chair shot to the head produced a minor concussion for Davis, which has kept him out of action the past 2 weeks. But now he returns with vengeance on his mind and his first championship defense. We've seen some severe intensity from both men going back and forth. Shane Scott has made a point that he doesn't exactly respect the light heavyweight championship. That's another thing that I'm not too keen on. It's much like Hayden. You always hear Hayden. I hate to bring him up because he's going to, I was mentioning Retaliation, but Hayden likes to say that anything that's not the undisputed title is a piece of crap. It doesn't matter. Throw it to the side, melt it down. That's Shane Scott's outlook towards the light heavyweight title. He says, hey, I'll take it from you. I'll snatch it from you. Why not? But he says he's going to melt it down into some scrap metal. To disrespecting the championship, disrespecting a man's family, filth has most definitely gotten under the skin of Jay Davis. The question is, will that pay off for him? Will the mind games be too much? Can Shane Scott capture the championship? Or will Jay Davis's anger, his frustration, prove to be too much for Shane Scott to handle? Excuse me, just taking a sip of water real quick. Filth, Shane Scott is ready for this. You can see it in his eyes. Shane Scott's had a great time making Jay Davis's life a living hell. And here he comes. The CMV. Oh, great, my phone's dying. Rip. It's on 30%. Hopefully that'll last. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, with the CMV Light Heavyweight Championship in tow. This is the first time we're seeing Jay Davis with the championship. Like I said, that crack over the head with the steel chair cost him the last 2 weeks of his career. And a tweet here, guys, from Jacob Ziegler says, there was a paper-thin wall between Shane and I last night. Pretty sure Filth put his hands in the man's family, if you know what I mean. Ziegler trying to get that, trying to get one last little jab in towards Jay Davis here. I'm part of his boy. I'm part of his BFF. Like I said before, guys, there's no way that Shane Scott hasn't gotten under Jay Davis's skin. We saw it in Davis's eyes when he was throwing back that Jack Daniels. He said he's going to make Shane Scott pay. And this is no holds barred, which means that anything goes. These two can do whatever they want to one another. The only way for the match to end, though, is via pin or submission in the ring. We just saw Harvey Hastings capture the United States Championship. Will Shane Scott continue the trend? Will we have a new light heavyweight champion? Will it be 4 for 4 like it was on Genesis? Will we have all new champions in CMV heading into next season? Still to come after this, the Fusion Tag Team titles are going to be on the line. And of course, our main event, the Undisputed Championship decided in a 3 stages of hell. The final dance between Schmitty and Divine as Filth. Shane Scott, the challenger, with that cocky little smirk on his face, looks very proud of himself and confident. And there's Jay Davis standing in the corner with the light heavyweight championship over his shoulder. Look at his face. That tells the story. That mean mug. Davis raises the championship high above his head after a year and a half in CMV, capturing that title, his first gold 2 weeks ago at Battle Scars. Will it be a short-lived reign? We're about to find out, as Shane Scott doesn't even look at the championship before John Cone raises it high up into the air. And we are about to get it on. Jacob Ziegler most definitely in the back watching this one closely, but he's also got to get ready for his own matchup later on tonight in the co-main event against Andrew Briggs. But here we go. Rings the bell. Retaliation continues as Jay Davis right out of the gate with a belly-to-belly. Shane Scott throws him overhead. And it can really go 2 ways. Like I mentioned, either Jay Davis's anger, his hatred towards Shane Scott will benefit him. It'll be too much for Shane Scott to handle, or his emotions will bring him down, and Shane Scott will capitalize on that. As we get a front headlock from Jay Davis. Jay Davis tried for a real quick pin. I don't even think got a 1 count there. And now we get a wrist clutch Northern Light suplex. No pin attempt that time, though. As look at that, Jay Davis immediately going to grab a weapon. And it is a metal bat. Clocking Shane Scott right in the old noggin. Not done, though. Now to the back of the knee. Again to the back of the knee. Shane Scott not wanting that, though. Davis disposes of the bat and gets an Enzu lariat with his back turned. Not a great start to this title match for Shane Scott, guys. Jay Davis just really cracked his skull open. Watch out, John Cone. John Cone does not take those bumps like Slappy does. DDT! Quaking the entire ring. Shane Scott now just going to relentlessly stomp on the back of Davis's head here. Jesus Christ, that's the strategy, it seems. Davis rolls to his feet, catches a cheeky little jab. Irish whip now. Filth on the rebound. Goes for a shotgun dropkick. Jay Davis, though, able to move out of the way and gets in that bomber clothesline right there. The classics by Davis. Sweep up by Shane Scott. Now trying to crack that coconut. Repeatedly 3 times in a row, smashing his head off the canvas. And there's Shane Scott. Remember, anything goes. Obviously, John Cone saw that, but he can't stop it. Exposing the turnbuckle. Now the horse steel that lies beneath is prone to being used as a weapon. Stomped down onto the face by Shane Scott as now he lines it up, looking to deliver Jay Davis a reality check. Jay Davis's wife and 4-year-old son are here in attendance. They're in the front row watching, supporting their daddy and their husband. That was a bad shot there by Shane Scott, missing that springboard crossbody pretty horribly. Though if Shane Scott is victorious here, guys, I kind of don't like the fact that Jay Davis's wife and son are here, because I feel like Shane is going to take it over the limit yet again. Shane Scott trying to continue his attack. Gets his arm snapped over the shoulder, though. Jay Davis with an Irish whip. Puts him in the corner. Oh, the exposed turnbuckle used against him. Oh. And Shane Scott. Oh, Davis with a tombstone pile driver now. Davis's own dirty heel tactics, or rather I should say Scott's own dirty heel tactic, coming back to bite him. Whipped into that exposed steel, then a pile driver. Only gets a 2 count, though. The rage, the fire in Davis's eyes is very apparent. Spit coming out of his mouth. He wants to tear Scott limb from limb, but instead, Scott delivers a shining wizard. Delivers the knee to the jaw, and Scott wastes no time. The emotion going to get the better of Davis here as Shane Scott lines him up, maybe looking for the Triple X driver. It doesn't seem so. Countered by Davis. Now Davis was capitalized, but no. Snapmare by Double S. Filth. Going to catch him in the head scissors. Jay Davis not looking to stick around for very long, though. Slides his head through and gets free. And now Shane Scott in big trouble. Stumbling drunk by the light heavyweight champion. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoop. Jay Davis says that was a 3. I thought it was 3-2. I thought it was over. The knee to the face doesn't do it, though. With a millisecond to spare, Scott survives. Now Jay Davis lines up his shot, closes back in. Looks like a power bomb. Nearly puts him through the canvas. Gets the boot off to the knee. Does Filth now. One half of Pride and Filth. Wrenches the arm, but Jay Davis with that athleticism on point. Woo, baby! Impressive there by the light heavyweight champion. Shane Scott almost taken aback. Wicked DDT. The way he kicked out his leg. Pinfall attempt by Davis here. Gonna try to finish now to retain his light heavyweight title. Get revenge for he and his family, but only a 2 count. Jay Davis screaming at Shane Scott, saying you're gonna pay. You're gonna rue the day. Stomp down the lower spine, guys. Jay Davis currently dominating. Shane Scott looks to change that with an arm drag. Puts Jay Davis down to one knee. Wrong time to talk there, Shane. Perhaps not. Brings Jay Davis up to his seat. Shane Scott now with a clothesline. Another clothesline. Ducks Jay Davis's super kick. Clocks him on the jaw. And now the challenger's feeling it. Jay Davis in a dire situation. Kicks out the knee again. Shining wizard. Shane Scott lets out a mighty roar. The filthy one, the dirty, the grimy. Looking to become light heavyweight champion. Has Jay Davis in a bad way. Double boots to the chest. No flings back the challenger. Davis to his feet. A pin here out of desperation. Only gets him a 2 count, though. Jay Davis making the mistake of going for a lot of lateral presses in this matchup. Now taunts to his family, his wife, his son right there in the front row. Beats his chest, lets them know he's doing this for them, but also for himself. German suplex Jay Davis a bit quicker than Shane Scott on that exchange. Scott doesn't stay down for long, though. Hurricane Rana by Double S. Showing off that agility as now Shane Scott looks to put this match away. He tried this earlier and it was count. What the hell? What? Trying for a pedigree? Jay Davis counters, though. Davis counters the pedigree. Scott looking for a shout out to Ziggler, but instead he's going to get a knee to the face again. Stumbling drunk. Busts him wide open. Aggressive pin. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count with the blood now rushing from his forehead. Jay Davis tries to keep the assault on. Shane Scott moves out of the way of that knee strike. Closes in now. Shane Scott realizing he's in a bad situation. as he goes for a soup slam. Bam! The Fury punch to follow through. Shane Scott's wobbly. Up to the top rope he goes. Scott is not a frequent flyer. What is he trying for here? Taking a big risk. Shane Scott. Davis! Jay Davis catches him out of the air! Stumbling drunk! Once again, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Jay Davis retains. Jay Davis still the CMV light heavyweight champion. Gets payback for he and his family. Puts down filth. Oh, watch out, John Cone. Davis does it, ladies and gentlemen. Still the light heavyweight champion. Davis beat that ass, boys. Oh, God, my voice. 3 more matches to go. But good thing I got that 3-week break before we begin the next season. Remember, guys, CMV is going to return on October the 30th. 2K18, the next season begins. This is the season finale. So far, we've had 1 title change hand. Harvey Hastings coming to the United States champion, dethroned in 10. Now we just saw Jay Davis put down Shane Scott to retain the light heavyweight title. Now the CMV Fusion Tag Team belt's about to be on the line. Still to come in the co-main event, we have the other half of Pride and Filth looking to at least end the night with half for Pride and Filth, take home the win, as Mr. Money in the Bank takes on his foe and Andrew Briggs. And then, of course, the main event, 3 stages of hell. Schmitty, Paul Devine, one more time for the CMV Undisputed Championship. Here we go. It is Bad Men Incorporated, Matt Devious, and Lex Knight that are challenging for the gold here. As defending champions, Blood and Stone, Rise, and Bloody Justice, guys, who, like I've been saying it since they started winning. I don't know if they started, a new diet. I don't know if they went to Zach Payne's training camp, but something has changed in the lives of Rise and Bloody Justice because they have been so extraordinarily dominant. They beat the Bickering Duo when they were the tag team champions. Then they beat Police Squad as number 1 contenders. Then they defeated Police Squad to win the tag team titles, and also got themselves a win earlier this week over Azrael and Perry Heaton, I should say. So they are nothing but a momentum train. The question is, can Bad Men Incorporated stop them? We saw what BMI did earlier this week. Dude, Devious and Lex Knight put down Chaos in Order in under 2 minutes. An extremely dominant win by them. And we know Devious, an excellent competitor, former Money in the Bank holder. Lex Knight has been especially, what's the word I'm looking for? Impressive since being inducted into the ranks of Bad Men Incorporated. He's like the tool, the wielding fucking hammer of BMI. This kid, I don't know what they did to him, if they started him on a new training regimen, but Lex Knight been very, very dominant. And here's a tweet, guys, from Matt Devious before this match begins saying, this should be rather simple. They're predictable. And we have a tweet here, guys, from Jay Davis that says, that was for my family, my pride, and everything else in between. I hope your skin boils from losing tonight, knowing I'm better than you. And Filth, despite the loss, comes back saying, my skin is still boiling from your wife's spicy taco. I don't even want to try to guess what that is. Scaring me a bit. Our first and only tag. I think this might be the first ever pay-per-view card, a card in general. There's only been 1 tag match, and it is for the CMV Fusion Tag Team titles. As here come Badman Incorporated, Matt Devious and Lex Knight, whose leader, Andrew Briggs, will be in action up next in the co-main event when he takes on Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler. Devious and Knight on their own here. Was their first time actually teaming together alone without Briggs earlier this weekend. Like I said, they beat Chaos in order in under 2 minutes. Bad Men Incorporated looked ahead into the next season with gold around their waists. I read that, so I'm gonna Bad Men Incorporated earned this opportunity at the belts after knocking off Reese Matthews and Pride and Filth that elimination tag back at Battle Scars. Two very hot teams about to collide, guys, but only one of them, only one pairing, only one duo can head into the next chapter of CMV with the gold around their waist. And I gotta say, I might be a little bit biased here because I have been loving Blood and Stone. I am on that hype train, baby. I'm a hype beast for Rise and Bloody Justice. As Matt Devious, with a look of intent in his eyes, begs Blood and Stone to come on out here. They're ready to get it on. Blood and Stone. Oh, a new look for Rise. Drops down, whatever the fuck that is. I literally don't know. Don't ask me. Coming from the deepest depths of the bloody forest, I suppose. And as the smoke clears, there he is. Bloody Justice, who after nearly 2 years in CMV alongside Rise, finally tasted gold. And knocked off Police Squad 2 weeks ago. Bloody Justice, creature of a man, hoping that the spider deities still smile down on them with favor tonight. As Rise, almost as if he's Bloody Justice's handler, follows from behind, these two ominously making their way down the ramp. I do like that attire, I do. It's a nice Devious one. I like Rise's as well. Coming packed and ready to go. Look like he's about to go to a war zone, and I guess he is. He better be ready for war. With the tag team titles on the line. Bloody Justice. It reminds me of Fetus. Remember Fetus? What was his name? Not Fetus. Fester. Was it Fester? Was that it? Jesse and Fester, I think it was. I said Fleetus. Jesus Christ. But here we go. The CMV Festus. There it is. Luke Gallows, he reminds me of. Rings the bell, he becomes an absolute animal. There we go, the challengers, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Devious on the right, Lex Knight stands on the left. The two look like they're talking final last second game plan here. Fetus in the womb. Bad Men Incorporated on the hunt for gold. As standing across from them, Rise on the right, Bloody Justice to the left, the reigning, defending, dominant CMV Fusion Tag Team Champions. The military man, the spider worshiper, lets out a mighty roar as BJ, an arm raised for Rise. Will that be the same come the end of this matchup? The title's handed off to John Cone here, who holds them high in the air for all to see. We know what's on the line. All right, here we go. It's time to break the mold. We've had one title change hands tonight. We've had one retained as Rise The former military man, former grunt, pounces Devious and hammers away at the jaw. Devious with that tweet earlier letting us know that he's obviously confident in himself and Lex Knight to walk out as the new champion. Spinning reverse STO right from the get-go, goddamn, ringing that dinner bell. Still to come in our co-main event, Andrew Briggs and Jacob Ziegler one-on-one. Misses that leg drop. And of course in our main event, what was that? He just slipped on Shane Scott's blood. Did a rise right there. The ring wasn't entirely cleaned. Our main event, though, 3 stages of hell. The final dance between Schmitty and Paul Devine, the undisputed title on the line, guys. Backstage brawl, tables, and if it gets there, last man standing. As Rise dragging Devious into a certain position here, stomped on the back, and Anaconda Vice being applied by Rise, the stronger of he and Bloody Justice. Gets off a couple of knees to the back of the head, though, does Devious. Gets himself to a vertical base. That was fortunately for him caught up in a snap suplex by one half of the Fusion Tag Team Champion. Tag to Bloody Justice now. Stomp down onto the back of the head to make sure that Devious stays in place. Another stomp. Now Bloody Justice closes in, I should say. Oh, a lot of hiccups tonight. Good God. Quick tag to Lex Knight before Justice can stop him. Now here comes the lavender-haired warrior front headlock. Immediately trips up Bloody Justice, though. Will we have new Fusion Tag Team Champions, or can Blood and Stone continue this incredible tear they've been on these past couple of months? Suplex attempt by Lex Knight. Stalls it, does Bloody Justice into one of his own. Nicely done. Uar Topher. Knee drop connects to the face. Now targeting the arm is Bloody Justice. If Blood and Stone pull off what they call the ritual, be a safe bet that the tag team titles stay around their waists. Short arm shoulder block by Lex Knight. Gonna try to bring Bloody Justice up to his feet now to stay in control. Bloody Justice again stalls the suplex though, and once more it pulls off his own. Suplex. Bloody Justice, quick tag between he and Rise early on. Always a great strategy. I've said it time and time again, and I'll always say it. Quick tags, frequent tags, keep yourselves fresh. Teamwork is the name of the game. Obviously, it's a tag match. Knife edge chop, woo! Lights up that chest as Rise now stomp down on the arm, puts him on his stomach. Gonna go for that shoulder. I'm looking to tear it right out of place as Rise. He drops it to the canvas now with a wrench. To a vertical base goes Lex. Irish whip into the corner. Maybe looking for another tag as Raj here gets it to Bloody Justice. The tag team champions is like an assisted crossbody as Bloody Justice goes flying through the air. Great work there. Like a well-oiled machine, drops down into the lateral press early on. Will that be enough to do it? No, hardly a 2 count. Lex Knight able to survive. Lex Knight tries to get back to his seat. Bloody Justice not allowing it. Pushes him back down. Propped up into the seated position. Looking to hammer away with some elbows. Lex Knight not having it. Punch off to the midsection. Closes in. Headbutt by Lex. Good God. Matt Devious busy taunting the fans. Turns around in time to get the tag. Overhand to the back of the head. Bloody Justice not aware of the tag now. Devious capitalizes off that distraction. Catches him on the rebound. Nope. Bloody Justice drops down behind the scoop slam attempt. Stomp to the quad now. Irish whip into the corner, man. Blood and Stone. What? Rise. Oh, I think Rise just got knocked off there. I was about to say. Oh, now gets knocked off again. Devious needs some room here. Rise is allowing him. Good guy Rise. As the Devious one, the antagonist, the villain. Oh! Counter by Bloody Justice. Oh my God. Ah! Bulldog off the top rope. What a reversal, 10 out of 10. I think Devious going to try for a fireman's carry senton. Not so much as now Bloody Justice with the vintage falling powerbomb. Into the pin, will that do it? 1, 2, only a 2 count. Lex Knight comes in. Make sure that the pin didn't go down, but Devious survives on his own. But now Devious brought to see if he's put in that corner, it could be the end. It is nigh. Tag to Rise as they look to perform the ritual to remain Fusion Tag Team Champions. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Devious survives on his own regard yet again. BJ certainly is going ham, man. Blood and Stone dominating. Devious has to know that he's got to do something to change the tide of the way this match is going. Irish whip into the corner now. Rise from behind. Looks like a rebounding German suplex by the big man. Devious is getting that work hard right now from the tag team champions. If I were him, I'd look for a tag to Lex Knight ASAP. Brings the knee up under the chin, knocks down Rise, takes him off his feet. Now Devious tries to pounce on his prey. Looks like some straight punch straight to the face, trying to break that nose. Brought up to his feet is Rise. Devious, I'm sure with bad intentions. He is a bad man after all. Goes for a punch, slaps it away at his mat. Now a front headlock, about one half of the challengers. Into a Russian leg through Reversal Fest 1999 up in here, playa. Rise now, vintage with the military press drop to a power slam. Oh, you just feel the oof behind that, the power. Now Devious on spaghetti legs, put in the corner. The old switcheroo, tag to Bloody Justice. The domination continues. The Ritual into the pin. That's got to do it. 1, 2, 3. No. What? Devious kicks out on his own again. Even though Rise able to stop Knight, Devious survives. Somehow a second Ritual. This is the season finale. What the hell is Rise doing to Devious? Rise is not the legal man. Oh! Deadlift Falcon Arrow. Rise helping out his boy there. Man, Devious is not having a good time in this matchup. Got Bloody Justice with dirty heel tactics. Feet on the middle rope. Justice, how dare you? Lex Knight makes the save, though. The dirty heels ain't going to be outplayed. The dirty tactics. Blood and Stone already pulling off 2 Rituals on Devious, but now Devious looks to come back for the clutch. The antagonist, if he locks in, there it is. Oh, crossface, chicken wing. Rise has got to be quick. This is a deadly submission that nobody has escaped from. Titles on the line. Will Justice tap? Will it be all over? Will we have new champions? Oh my God, the pressure is on. Can Justice escape or will he tap? Did he tap? No! Justice survives and escapes. I was on the edge of my seat right there. Oh my God, that was close. That might have been Devious's last-ditch effort. As Bloody Justice goes for a tag, Devious counters out of it though. Now reverse STO. Bops Bloody Justice face first off the second turnbuckle. Rocking that noggin. Now the antagonist ain't done. Clothesline by Devious. Another clothesline by Devious. Ducks the close. Oh no, third clothesline by Devious. Into the corner. Maybe a tag. That would be smart, but no. Countered by BJ. Back up to the face, create some distance. Now Devious with the overkill, or tries to go for the overkill neckbreaker. With Bloody Justice, well scouted, trio of elbows to the side of the head saves him. Now they stare face to face. That was a mistake by Bloody Justice. Devious capitalizes now. Corkscrew moonsault, or corkscrew neckbreaker, I should say, moonsault. Luckily he didn't pull a Shiloh and shatter his knee. Now a tag to Lex. There we go. Smart move there by Devious, kicking Bloody Justice while he's down. Then a kick to the back. Nice teamwork there in tandem by Badman Incorporated. Oh, Lex Knight lining up the shot in the corner. The big man gonna drill his boot. Bam! No! Counters his Bloody Justice. Can't capitalize on the counter though. As he's put in the corner, Lex Knight from behind catches an elbow to the face. Bloody Justice puts him in the corner now. Lex Knight might about to be tasting that Ritual. Devious got 2 of them. I guess it's only fair Lex Knight gets one as well. The Ritual. Will this be enough to retain? 1, 2. Well, not only a 2 count. Bloody Justice goes and fucking murders Devious anyhow. Good God. Rise looks to stay in the driver's seat, continue his attack on Lex Knight here. Knight battles back to his feet though. Forearm smash. Might have shattered that jaw now. Brings him out of his corner. So he's another great strategy is separate your opponent, cut them off from their side of the ring. That suplex release showing the power. Lex now with a hook to the jaw, punch to the back of the head. Up on the shoulders, Rise going for ride. Unfortunately, he's not going to like it. Sit out, electric chair, power bomb. Into the pin with the titles on the line. Rope break, lucky for Rise. Lex Knight brings this knee down to the kidneys. Knight now looking around, hands on his hips. He and Devious have taken a lot of damage. But Knight now lines up the shot. Oh, Lex to bring it home for Badman Incorporated. Nightfall. Bloody Justice coming in, trying to talk some sense into Lex, but Lex ain't listening, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count. Hip toss down the lower spine. Now Lex Knight likes the way this match is happening. In firm control over Rise. Rise is going to change that. Boot to the chest. Flings him back. Rise has just such raw strength and aggression. Arm raised up high, letting everybody know that Blood and Stone ain't down and out just yet. Plows over Lex Knight with a clothesline. Ducks Lex's clothesline to fire back. Rebounds off the ropes. Back body drop. Lex Knight keeps on getting up, and unfortunately for him, that's just going to get him a spine buster. Lex Knight woozy on spaghetti legs. Rise ain't done with him. German suplex into the bridge. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nearly enough to retain the titles, but not quite. Devious comes in to help out his boy. Distracts Rise. Will that give Knight enough time to get to his seat? Nope. Rise turns back around. Now Lex brought up to a vertical base. If he's put in that corner, it might be Knight, Sweet Prince. Tag to Bloody Justice. Here we go. For the 4th time in this match, the Ritual hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count still, man. BMI brought their A game tonight. That resiliency is on point. Blood and Stone been dominating, but both Lex Knight and Matt Devious refused to stay down for the 3 count. Now Knight paddles back. Punch to the back of the head. Devious, who is already caught up in the crossface chicken wing, escapes from the electric chair. Drops down behind now. Lex in a bad way as he's put into the corner. Slowly approaches his prey. Alexa, I literally didn't say your name at all. Nothing even close to your name. Snake eyes for Lex Knight. Devious comes in, tries to distract Bloody Justice. It doesn't work now. Dazed and confused. Knight put in the corner. A 3rd time. This has got to be it. Blood and Stone with the Ritual to retain. Come on, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Are you kidding? What the fuck? Holy shit. Lex Knight kicks out a 3rd time. Blood and Stone gotta be wondering what the fuck is in the Kool-Aid. What do they have to do to get the goddamn win here? Now a deadlift German suplex by Rise, keeping the pressure on. Lex Knight's like an indestructible fucking machine, man. But even he has a breaking point. Military press power slam. Rise says, all right, you motherfucker. It is time to stay down. The power once again on display by Rise with that deadlift gut wrench suplex. Just playing with Lex at this point. Doing whatever he has to as Lex put in the corner. No! Tries to put him in the corner. Knight, Fireman's carry takes overhead now. Knight gonna try to clutch up here. Suplex toss once again. Can he do it? Can he bring it home? Lex Knight into the corner. Lines up his shot. Gonna look for that discus. Big boot. Rise in trouble as he turns around. Might get some teeth knocked down his throat. Well, no! Counters it. This Rise can't counter the counter. Brought down onto the knee. Lex Knight continues the attack though. Hook to the jaw, goes to that electric chair, sit out, powerbomb. Rise having none of it. Gets a hook off to the midsection. Big old punch to the pec. Back body dropped out of the ring. This would be a wise time to make the tag to Devious, and Lex Knight does. Devious had a good while to rest, but he took a lot of damage before he got tagged out. Remember, Blood and Stone do have the champion's advantage. They can retain via count out or submission here. Referee not allowing Devious to go and chase after Rise. Clean break. Both men face to face now. Devious immediately put in the corner. What? Oh my God, don't tell me. No, don't tell me. Oh my God. Rise making sure the job is done. Superplex to the outside. Holy shit. This is awesome. This is awesome. Tag team warfare. Bloody Justice though. Gonna continue the attack. Beating the hell out of Devious. Devious in a bad part of town. I don't know how he's standing. Fights off Bloody Justice. Gets caught by Rise though. The numbers game coming to bite him. Rise continues the stomp. Mad Devious fighting as much as he can. Rake in the eyes. Dirty, dirty heel. Count of 5. Devious got to get it back in the ring unless he wants to lose this championship opportunity. No, Devious gets put in the ring by Rise. Gets the elbow off to the face. Rise follows in after that suplex to the outside man. Rise has had enough. Says no more ritual. Let me finish this myself. Going for a ride is the antagonist. Military press. Spinebuster drills him. Make sure Devious doesn't get a lucky rope break. With Bloody Justice down on the apron. Lex Knight not coming in to make the save. Will this be it? Yes, it will. Blood and Stone retain. Blood and Stone retain the Fusion Tag Team titles here at Retaliation. After a superplex to the outside, Devious gets drilled with a military press spinebuster. BMI brought their A game. That resiliency was on point, but Blood and Stone on a whole nother level. What up, Borton? Just in time to see your favorite Bloody Justice and Rise retain the gold. What a match. Tag team warfare personified. And there's what did it. Devious planted with a military press spinebuster. Lex Knight too tired to get in and make the save. And it was uno, dos, three, Topher, am I right? Blood and Stone retain the Fusion Tag Team titles, continue the incredible tear they've been on, and will now head into next season with their straps around their waists. John Cone getting the hell out of there. I don't blame him. The Spider Deities continue to look down on Blood and Stone with favor. I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but I want some. Blood and Stone, ladies and gentlemen, still the Fusion Tag Team Champions. Whew, getting hot in here. Alright, my phone's on 13%, so I feel like it might make it through this matchup, but it's probably going to die during the 3 stages of hell. So rip chat, if it does. But we are now at the co-main event, ladies and gentlemen, as it is time to see bitter foes Andrew Briggs and Jacob Ziegler take their fight back to the ring. Our main event, it will be 3 stages of hell. Schmitty, Paul Devine dance their final dance. Who's going into next season as the undisputed champion? 1 title change in hands tonight, 2 retained. But now it's time to see Andrew Briggs try to bring it back for BMI after we just witnessed Lex Knight and Matt Devious fail to capture the tag titles. Briggs takes on Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler. Things really kicked up between these two, and it came down to Briggs against Shane Scott and Jacob Ziegler during that 6-man elimination tag back at Battle Scars 2 weeks ago. And Briggs ended up knocking off both men to get that huge clutch win. Obviously, that angered Ziegler a bit, as the following night on Fusion, he would find Briggs and beat the fucking shit out of him. I've never seen an ass-kicking that bad, dude. It's like, I don't know, Ziegler fucking kissed his mom or something? I'm not too sure. Maybe insulted his sister? I don't know. But Ziegler opened a can of whoop-ass on Briggs. Briggs retaliating earlier this week by attacking Jacob Ziegler before and after his matchup against fucking Rubik. Now these two going to meet face to face with only one walking out the victor. No more blindsiding attacks. There's no BMI. There's no Shane Scott. It is one-on-one here. A tweet, guys, from Bloody Justice says, "We did it. We won with blood, sweat, and now tears. Hashtag hard work pays off." Indeed it does. The CMV veteran Andrew Briggs knows what hard work is. Two-time light heavyweight champion looks to cap off his season and bring home at least a little bit of momentum for BMI. Andrew Briggs ready to go here. Not to be taken lightly is Andrew. Phenomenal competitor in that ring. And Ziegler knows that. Ziegler's not a dumb man. He is smart. Is Mr. Money in the Bank, the pride of Scotland. Makes his way out onto the stage. Of course, keeping that Money in the Bank briefcase safe wherever it is. Probably with Shane. Even though Shane's probably got to get some stitches after that nasty cut he got by Jay Davis earlier. Big Men Incorporated. Shane Scott earlier failing to capture the light heavyweight title. Both these guys, his partners, haven't had a great night. Shane Scott failing in his match. BMI just failing that tag match. As Ziegler scales the steps, makes his way into the ring. Oh, not before, of course, taking the deep breath in, basking in his own glory. This is sure to be one hell of a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Briggs and Jacob Ziegler one-on-one in our co-main event. And with that Money in the Bank contract, Ziegler all but guarantees himself as a future undisputed champion. We have had people cash in and lose. It's happened twice in CMV. But the numbers, the odds are certainly in Ziegler's favor. Remember, it was originally Matt Devious, Andrew Briggs' friend in Badman Incorporated, who had that case. He won it out of sentence, but then that train heist, if you will, the robbery by Pride and Filth, taking the case from Devious. Now Ziegler with that opportunity, the former two-time Anarchy champion, drilling Briggs into the canvas. Boot to the chest. I don't know that this is a first-time encounter, but I don't recall these two ever going one-on-one. They've obviously fought multiple times in tag team action. I know Shane Scott's fought Briggs one-on-one and defeated him, but I don't think these two have ever gone toe-to-toe. Mano-y-mano, all by them lonesome. Goes for a kick, nicely blocked by Briggs. As he closes in, Irish whip those Ziegler a tad bit too quick. Rebounds in a nice little hip toss neck breaker combination, meshing together very nicely. Briggs won. Briggs already won. Are you in the future? How do you do that? Let me try. Slap to the face. Vintage Ziegler not giving any shits, but caught with a clothesline there by Briggs. Oh, did they go one-on-one? Oh, fortunately for Briggs, he's not looking the match. It's going thus far. Goes to the outside to take a quick breather, but Ziegler not letting up, chases after him, beating the hell out of him, too. So apparently they did go one-on-one. That vintage dashing memory leading up to Ascendance, and Briggs won, I'm being told by my historian here. So I guess if you're a betting man, you should have put your chips on Briggs here, but Ziegler with the knee to the back of the head, guys. Count of 5 right now, and there's that strut from the Pride of Scotland. He doesn't call himself that for no reason. Thrown overhead. Oh, great. Count of 7. Don't like the way this is going. That's an angle. He's going to throw him into the steps, isn't he? Yep, into the steps. Count of 8. Ziegler tries to... Oh, no. Ziegler going to get Briggs. Count of 8. If he gets him back in the ring, can he clutch? Can Ziegler clutch? Go, Ziegler, go! Yeah, Ziegler at the clutch at 9. Woo! About to pull that vintage Albius call, but Ziegler with the save of the century. That's the 3rd time tonight a count has got up to 9 and then been saved. The 3rd time tonight. This game has really tested my patience. Michinoku driver now Briggs to the apron. A former 2-time light heavyweight champion and leader of Badman Incorporated looking to deliver a senton to Ziegler. Jesus Christ, the way he ricocheted off the mat. That didn't look like it was pleasant. Now Ziegler going to try to capitalize with a Northern Light suplex. Will there be a bridge? No, there will not. Ziegler doesn't try to finish early on. He knows he's got to do a whole lot more damage. Now it's Ziegler on the apron who looks to show Briggs how it's done. Calling him up to his feet. Goes for the knee to the side of the head, but Briggs counters. And now a leg drop bulldog. How's Schmitty going to feel about that? Schmitty's got more pressing matters than people stealing his finisher, I'm sure. Like Paul Devon in a 3 stages of hell match up next in our main event. Snaps the leg to Ziegler here. And Ziggler, this entire matchup, playing those mind games with Briggs. Up on the top rope, legs crossed, having himself a good time. He's in paradise right now. Season finale, looks to cap it off with a win. Briggs, who's pinned Ziggler on 2 occasions. Ziggler wants to finally get one up over Briggs, but it's not going to be easy. Arm wrench brings Ziggler crashing down to the canvas. Now going for the leg is Andrew as he wraps around his leg, snaps back. Woo! Oh, I'm going to pull the hamstring right there. Oh, now my favorite submission. The armbar leg lock combination by Briggs here. Combination, I should say. Will Ziggler be forced to submit here at Retaliation? That would certainly be embarrassing. No, he breaks the hold. Escapes through. Rips off his arm, but it looks like the damage might be done. That's not a good sign. Can't show weakness. Kick to the gut. Goes for a grapple. Arm drag. Wrong time to taunt there, my friend. Gets a knee right to the face. Aggressive pin. Will that do it? 1. No, only a 1 count. Punch off right to the side of the head. Ziggler now brings him up to his seated position. Just drops right back down. Oh, now Ziggler going to do the very same thing. Shows him how it feels. Up to the top rope. Goes the pride of Scotland, Mr. Money in the Bank. Looking to pull off that patented moonsault of his. Flush. Beautiful. Like art through the air. Brings a tear to my eye. Ziggler not done. Counters the Irish whip now. Put out on the apron. Oh my God. Punch right to the fucking jaw. Good Lord. Now a DDT brings him back. Oh my God. The way he landed on his neck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me say that just 10 times. Briggs is putting the hurting on Ziggler for certain. As now he goes for a pin. Lateral press. Digging his hand into the jaw of Ziggler. Want him to stay down, but Ziggler's not done. Only a 2 count. Goes for that punch to the side of the head, blocked by Ziggler. Misses the grapple, though. Now he's going to pay for it or not. Drops down behind the scoops up attempt, pushes him away. Briggs in the corner, turns around to an Irish whip in the corner. Oh, we know what Ziggler's looking for here, fellas. Vintage with the buckle bomb. Going to send shockwaves up and down his spine. Are we going to get that Ziggler... The vintage mesh together where he goes for the pedigree? Doesn't seem like so. Instead, going to have some fun at the expense of Briggs here. Playing with his food, if you will. Never a smart idea if you ask me. Oh, no. Ziggler lets out a woo! But turns around to Briggs. Gets an elbow to the face. Goes for the kick to the gut. Tried for the pedigree. Instead, he's going to get a sharpshooter. Or rather, a lasso from El Paso. Another submission applied by Briggs. Really wants to make Ziggler tap. Oh, Ziggler just fucking nearly throws him out of the ring, though. Up to the feet goes Briggs. Scoop slam. Andrew drops down behind. Wraps his hands around the waist. German suplex. Puts him right on his neck. If Briggs puts Ziggler in that corner, guys, we know what's coming. Nope. First, vintage Briggs as he takes a page out of Shane Scott's book from earlier with the Shining Wizard. Now he's going to look to put him in the corner. Jacob Ziggler in big trouble. You got to wake up, Ziggs. Briggs going to drill him. No, Ziggler counters the clutch from the pride of Scotland. He knew what was coming. He knew what was nearing. Knee to the face, busting Briggs wide open. Now Briggs put in the corner. Maybe another buckle bomb coming his way. It seems like it very well may be. Mr. Money in the Bank. Looks to turn it around. Buckle bomb. Numero dos. And now Ziggler just goes for the pin off of that, hoping to finish. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Will not be enough here to put down Briggs. Ziggler can't seem to believe it, but he better. Don't waste too much time. Right back on the attack now. Ziggler not beating around the bush. There's a little bit of a distance between them. Can he make that kick? Yes, he can! Kick to the gut. Hooks the arms. No, it's not a pedigree night, Albius. Counters. With the short arm clothesline does Briggs. This is the co-main event, and it might be about to be over. As Briggs... Can he get it off? Yes, he can. Shining Wizard. And the short arm clothesline. Middle of the ring. Hooks the leg to bring it home. 1, 2, 3. Oh, woo! What a close call there. Briggs is fuming. He's furious. He thought that was it. Up to the top rope. Are we going to get a throwback to earlier this season? Maybe that spiral tap? No. Ziggler's hurting right now. His jaw might be unhinged. Cannonball doesn't really connect. Botched there by Briggs, but still took Ziggler off his feet. Did half the job. Jawbreaker. Ziggler back up now. Didn't get the full effect of that. Going to try to capitalize. Knee to the face, targeting that gash. Like I said earlier, Ziegler's not an idiot. He's a very smart man. He's a thinking man's wrestler, if you will. He knows that he's in a bad way right now as Briggs' face is absolutely covered in blood, looking like Shane Scott from earlier. Changing places. A lot of similarities between the two here tonight. Lifting reverse DDT by Mr. Money in the Bank. Gonna put Briggs in the corner for perhaps a third buckle bomb. No. Put Briggs up top. What the hell does Ziegler have in mind here, guys? Nothing good. Nothing good at all. Falcon arrow from the top. If I were Ziegler, I would have pinned right there instead of springboard moonsault. Nope, does not pay off for him. The veteran instincts kick in for Briggs as he moves out of the way. Ziegler trying to get right back up to his feet. Doesn't want to stay down for long. Briggs, though, puts him in the corner again. Oh, no. Ziegler wants none of that. Tries to go in for a belly-to-belly. Maybe claps the temples, little hip toss, puts him down. Now brought up to his feet. Ziegler jumping cutter countered. Andrew Briggs, I don't even know how he can see right now. The blood is all up in his eyes. Put in the corner again. The pressure is on. Grabbing him by the tights. Throwing shoulder first right into the steel post. Rip, my phone's on 5%. It's gonna die probably by the time this match ends. So rip. Won't see you guys talking for the main event. By Andrew Briggs late into this matchup. Can he turn it around for himself? Kicks out the leg. Shining Wizard! Ziegler. Oh, big trouble for Ziegler. Can he bring it back for Pride and Filth, or are he and Shane going to go home in the season? Not so great. Nope, Ziegler lures him in. Playing possum, perhaps. Tries to close the distance, dodges the grapple. Now he grapples. Looks like a DDT. Not a whole lot of oof behind that. Ziegler's draining. This has been a hellacious matchup thus far in the Coleman event. Ziegler to the top rope again. Going to go for another moonsault maybe. Or will he make the same mistake as Shane Scott? No, another moonsault, but this time Briggs sees it coming, well scouted by the leader of Badman Incorporated. And now with Ziegler rocked, put into the corner. Bloody bruised and all. Goes for a counter by Ziegler. And Ziegler into the crossface. What a transition. Catches him. Will Briggs tap? Yes, he will. What a finish. 10 out of 10. And what a win for Jacob Ziegler. Ziegler makes Andrew Briggs tap out. Oh, that finish was mwah. 10 out of 10. Just when it was looking like Ziegler was done for, Briggs went for that Shining Wizard again, rammed himself into the turnbuckles. Ziegler said YOLO, locked in that crossface, and it was over. Twas not a pedigree night. What a matchup. There's the finish. Saw the opening, did Ziegler, and pounced on it with the crossface. Look at the face of Andrew Briggs as he is forced to submit. The Pride of Scotland caps off the season with that big W. And come season 5, come the new era, come the next chapter, we very well may see him become undisputed champion. All right, that news alert, I do believe, is just going to be, oh no, Matt Devious getting an injury. It doesn't really matter, though. Levi got one, too. And, of course, Harvey winning the United States Championship, guys. But the night is not over. It is time for our main event of the evening, the final matchup on 2K17 here at Retaliation 3 Stages of Hell. Schmitty, Paul Devine for the undisputed title, and it all starts backstage. Is the first stage. Schmitty saying that he wants to use anything and everything to brutalize Paul Devine, and the backstage area is exactly the place to do so. The second stage, of course, will be a tables match, and if it gets to the final stage, it will be last man standing. But of course, we could see either Schmitty or Paul Devine win the first two matches, bam, take home the undisputed title, it's over. No third stage at all. We've seen that before in CMV. My phone is literally on 2%. It's going to die in like 5 seconds. So rip. Rip, rip, rip. And like I said, we've seen a 3 stages. There's only been 3 prior 3 stages of hell matches in CMV. 2 on my show and 1 on Cops. Only 1 has ever not reached the 3rd stage. That was between Tim LaFave and Randy Borton 2 years ago at Point Break, where Randy Borton won the first 2 stages. It didn't have to go to the 3rd. We could very well see that, guys, but this absolutely brutal rivalry that stretched across the entire season is finally going to meet its culmination here at Retaliation. It was that Battle Scar. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to get the confrontation. These two meeting up. Schmitty ambushes Devine. They were supposed to meet face to face. It was supposed to be fair, but Schmitty jumping Devine. Of course, Schmitty wouldn't let it be even, wouldn't take it face to face, but Devine early on soars himself off the crate with a leg drop. But as I was saying, it really kicked off at Battle Scars when Devine defeated Schmitty to become a 3-time undisputed champion. Schmitty would kind of go inactive. He returned earlier this week after Devine took a loss to Furious Frank in the main event. Brutalized Devine, did Schmitty, after announcing the 3-stage hell match. Oh man! Drilled head first onto the concrete. My phone is dead now, by the way. Schmitty thrown into the locker room. So lucky there's no Vixens back there changing. As Devine gets the trash can, bashes Schmitty in the head with it. And there is no 2 people on earth, I assure you, who hate each other more than these 2 men. I promise you that. That's why Schmitty wanted to start it with a backstage brawl. He didn't want it to be in the ring. He wanted to brutalize Devine with chairs, with the concrete, knees to the spine, drops him with a reverse DDT. Of course, the next stage will be a tables match. It'll be a couple of minutes, obviously. The 2 will make their entrance out to the ring, but whoever takes the loss here, it's going to be a harsh loss. I don't know what condition they'll be in for the tables match. Wrist, or should be a gentleman's clutch, though not very gentlemanly, of Devine here. The current undisputed champion defending his title here. It's been one hell of a season for Devine. A huge roller coaster with more downs than ups, and that's largely thanks to Schmitty. Remember, Devine actually joined Lineage for a good while. He and Schmitty were friends, but as most of us knew, and our mamas, Devine took that, or I should say Schmitty took that dagger out and stabbed Devine in the back at a sentence after Devine won the main event, became a 2-time world champion. Schmitty would bring out his own referee and pin Devine to win the title. But then as we saw, Schmitty a fluke champion when Schmitty was defeated by Devine at Battle Scars. Obviously the game changer, the general manager of Monday Night Fusion, not letting that lie. I've never seen Schmitty in a more agitated state than he was when he kicked the shit out of Devine during Fusion. Devine currently unloading on Schmitty right now. These 2 have already thrown each other all around the place. The backstage area has been cleared for these 2. This is a sanctioned backstage brawl, guys. The first ever in CMV's history. As Schmitty gets donked face first off that supply crate. Now coming from behind, the greatest professional wrestler in the world, though, going for a full Nelson Bulldog. Maybe breaks the master lock. Does Devine, and a hip toss puts him back in the hallway. It's kind of a weird camera angle. There we go. The Asian sensation throws him overhead. Whoop-ha! Remember, let's say if Divine were to win this backstage Raw, if he knocks out Schmitty if it's called, and then he were to win the tables match, it would not go to the third stage. We wouldn't get last man standing. Divine would win. He would be declared world champion going into next season. Getting those quads worked with these stomps by Paul, thrown in the... Oh, the box is not Joey Bacon's hamburgers. You think that Divine and Schmitty learned their lesson from Bison and Tulo Maxwell. Oh, gourd buster by Divine. Schmitty is getting his shit kicked right now. As, of course, the risk taker up to that supply crate again, begging Schmitty to get to his feet. Oh, went a little bit early. Oh, and it looks like he might have caught his knee on the concrete, guys. Can't take risks like that backstage, Divine. Come on. Gonna end your own career. Just hand the win to Schmitty. Back elbow cracks that jaw now. Schmitty closing in. Looks for a gourd buster of his own, but Divine counters in the air, bringing his knee down to the top of Schmidt's head. Oh, vintage Divine with that kick. Ducked it the first time, not the rebound, though. And now Schmitty might be in big time trouble. Goes for that leg again to Divine, playing some games. Woo! Trying to pop out that knee. Maybe looking for a little bit of Divine intervention. Yes, he is! Oh, no, Schmitty counters! Back body drop landed right on his lower spine to Divine there. And now Divine thrown into the gorilla position. Oh, right into that trash can. And trash cans are so dangerous, man. They can have a crooked edge or, you know, a little break in it that can cut you wide open, man. Can slit you. As now it's Schmitty here in the gorilla position. Oh, ducks down Divine. A maneuver he's felt many times. Old school. Schmitty lays him out. And Schmitty talking that trash to his face as only Schmitty can. Now pouncing on him. He's not done. Busts Divine wide open with the mounted punches. Kick to the back. Divine is in a bad way right now, guys. The game changer still not done. Tucking Divine's head between his legs and he puts him right down on the fucking steel. There's that steel or concrete. I'm not sure. There's a carpeted area over there. Schmitty doesn't want any of that, though. Divine, with his face covered in blood, just going ham with these kicks, forearm smash. Jesus Christ, beating the shit out of Schmitty right now. Those legs never going to be the same again. Schmitty battles back, though, gets the hook to the cut. Now Schmitty with some lockjaw. Paul Divine greeted face first to Schmitty's shoulder. Brings him up to his feet, man. No matter what this matchup, oh my God, Divine using a fucking television as a weapon, are you kidding me? Oh, right to the face of Schmitty. Jesus Christ, these two will literally use anything to beat the hell out of each other. As Schmitty now goes for a ride overhead. Remember, guys, no matter what, this matchup will go to the next stage, that tables match. So Divine's gonna have to get looked at the couple of minutes in between. That cut might need some stitches. But that could very well be pointless. Oh! Hell's Gate being applied by Divine. Pushing that shin right up underneath Schmitty's throat. Oh my God, deadly submission. Schmitty, though, not going to tap. Not going to pass out either. Escapes the hold. Oof, the damage might be done. It's looking like it is. Kick to the gut. DDT drops Divine. Now it's Schmitty with the television. Using a TV as a weapon as he slams it down Divine's chest. Good God. Is there anything these two will not use to beat the hell out of each other with? That's the question. Back elbow, ringing Schmitty's dinner bell. Hack suplex by the undisputed champion. The man who puts the rising and rising sun. I don't think the word brutal really covers what these two have done to each other already, and we very well could still have 2 more stages to come. In our last matchup of the season here on 2K17. A rivalry that's been building and building and building since Schmitty first debuted here, what, 9-10 months ago. Schmitty has never held a victory over Divine except for when he screwed him over at Ascendance, and I personally wouldn't count that. Oh, right into the concrete wall. Head first goes Divine as this matchup once again spills to the hallways. You see security and the paramedics down there at the end of the hall ready to rush over when this thing finally ends. This is a sanctioned backstage brawl match. Schmitty has ordered everyone out of the area. Leg drop again by Divine off the supply crate. Stomp down onto the arm, flop Schmitty onto his stomach, trying to bring him up to his feet. The game changer with an elbow to the midsection, though, creates some distance now, closing in. Throws him right into the concrete wall again. Brought up to a vertical base, I should say. Right into the supply crate. Schmitty just fucking whipping Divine anywhere he possibly can. Face first. Oh, the supply crate now a neckbreaker down on the concrete floor. And the Outlaw stomps. Look at Schmitty's eyes. Just fucking salivating from his lips. Breathing heavily. It's like Schmitty is a fucking animal. He is beating the holy hell out of Divine right now as he drops him with a neckbreaker. Knocking over the goddamn little stand right there. European uppercut by Paul now, who throws Schmitty into the wall. Just collapses onto the box. Joey Bacon's pizza. Divine now. Bam! Right to the corner of the supply crate. Man, that's the sharp edge right in your gut. Kind of throwing it to the other one, too. Oh! Ah! The haiku by Divine! The haiku! And it's over, guys! It's over! It's called! Divine is victorious in the first stage. Look at the way the Schmitty. Divine! Security rushing over, the medical crew rushing over. It has been decided. Schmitty has been KO'd, and Divine is victorious in the first stage. Holy shit, guys. That backstage brawl was one of the most brutal I've ever seen. Literally, they used a TV to attack each other, but Divine declared the victor of the first stage, KOing Schmitty. And now the medics have the smelling salts. They're getting Schmitty up to a couple of minutes break before this next matchup begins, guys. It is a tables match, and now it is do or die for Schmitty. He has to win this stage, or else Paul Divine will retain the Undisputed title and head into next season still the better man. The only way to win is by driving your opponent through a table. No pinfalls, no countouts, no submissions, no disqualifications. And of course, if Schmitty does win here, it will then go to the final stage, third and final, last man standing. Again, no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent to the count of 10. And Schmitty has most definitely, I think, tried to at least work this 3 stages of hell into his favor, because he knows that Divine, every time they've gone one-on-one, every time they competed in tag team matches, Divine has pinned him, or he has submitted him. So Schmitty has completely gotten rid of pins and submissions in this 3 stages of hell. Man, Divine going old school with the haiku, too, to take out Schmitty in the backstage brawl. Digging into the past there. Sushi X days, if you will. I just say, guys, if Divine can not simply, but if he can put Schmitty through a table here, there's no third stage, and Divine wins. It's over. The season is done, and Divine stands victorious. We all know, all right? I'm biased. I do not like Schmitty. In fact, I hate Schmitty. I hate Lineage. I hate what Fusion has become under his regime. And we all know I'm a day one Divine supporter. And here we go. I've been told that Schmitty has woken up. He is conscious. And here he comes. Both men are going to be hurting. Look how he slapped his cape on, too. Trying to let everybody know that he's A-okay. But both men are going to be severely damaged heading into this second stage. It's put up or shut up for the Game Changer. He has to win this stage if he wants it to go to the third and have the chance to walk out, end the season as a two-time undisputed champion and actually win it this time. It's been a good 5 minutes or so. Schmitty looks like he's all right at least, but of course we all know appearances can be fooling. Or deceiving, rather, not fooling. Schmitty ready to go as we await the Asian sensation, the one, the only man who puts the rosin and rosin some, baby. The undisputed champion, 3-time Paul Devine, who's got to be feeling good after just KOing Schmitty's ass backstage. The grandest prize in all of CMV and all of the wrestling world wrapped around his waist. And he is not looking to let it go. If he can put Schmitty through a table, it is over. Can Devine do it? Or will Schmitty tie it up? And will we go to the third and final stage? I got to commend even Schmitty, but both men, on them even being able to come out here and compete in a whole nother match after that backstage brawl. Schmitty walking by the table. That's the objective. Put your opponent through a table. All right, here we go. If Schmitty wins, it goes to the third stage. If Devine wins, he retains the title, and the season is over as Schmitty gets the early advantage. He knows he's got to go overdrive in this. That rotation neckbreaker. Excuse me, it was a deep cough. Rip me. About to have ammonia. Ooh, snapmare driver. Schmitty's going in. Going hard in the motherfucking paint here. Of course, we've had many table matches throughout the history of CMV. I know that they can end very easily. You know, it could trip Schmitty. Schmitty said that on a Fusion where he simply pushed Devine off the announce table through the wooden table. And he said, just like that, Devine, one of us could trip and it could be over. Just like that, you could win and go to the third stage, or I could win. It's such a dangerous match. It's such a close match. It's a scary match. It really has you on the edge of your seat the whole time. I think the last tables match we had in CMV was back at Cause and Effect between Caden Kinner and Bob Luger, and that was certainly a nail-biter. Catch suplex by the undisputed champion. We already have a table introduced. Both men looking to end this early. Both men wanting to walk out undisputed champion Devine, using the table as a weapon, which is completely legal, to knock Schmitty and take him off his feet. And the table is set up, guys. One of these two so easily could take a fall, and it could be over. Fireman's carry overhead, drops Devine. Gets a stomp off to the quad, back and forth they go. These two men know each other so well. Gets out of the judgment slam, or the hero slam, whatever you want to call it. Now a neck breaker. Ooh! See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Literally, Devine's leg nearly went through the table, but luckily, it's only been bent. Only the leg's been kicked out. It's not over. It did not break. And another thing to know is that it doesn't count if you put yourself through a table. We've seen that a lot of times in the CMV where someone's, jumped off the top rope, but then the person on the table moved that away and they went through the table themselves. That does not count. You have to put your opponent through the table in order to be victorious. There's no lucky, little occurrences here. Full Nelson reverse STO by Devine. These two beating the holy hell out of each other. Kick to the gut. Sends Schmitty riling in pain. And that table looking it's in a very scary position right now. Gentleman's clutch. Ooh! Knocks out the other leg, though. It still did not break, guys. It is not over. The table is still completely fine. Not even a crack in it. As Devine is ducked out of the ring to the outside. Schmitty almost saying, get the hell out of my ring. It's all about ego. It's all about pride for Schmitty. He hates Devine with a passion, but Schmitty hates just about everybody who goes against him. Back in the ring, Schmitty on the apron gets a punch to the face that sends the game changer down to the outside. Devine gonna follow suit on the apron. Now what the hell is he doing here? Devine arms out wide, gonna take a big risk. Will it pay off for him? Oh, Schmitty walks away. Still gets caught with the clothesline though a little bit. Kind of got botched a little bit, but this is the second stage, guys. Devine won the first in that backstage brawl. That means if he wins this, it is over. There will be no third stage. And another interesting thing to note, guys, is that the announce tables count. So if Schmitty were to put Divine through the announce table, it would count. The match would be over and Schmitty would win. It doesn't have to be one of those wooden tables. On the outside, neck first with that German suplex. Now a stomp down to the lower back. Another stomp down to the lower back. Divine obviously having a strategy in mind here. Back into the ring where a table is indeed set up, guys. It's shadow casting on the ring, waiting for one of these men to be plunged through it. Double bazoo! Oh, that was close. Schmitty repping lineage. Backs into the corner. Has Divine where he wants him. Curious position. Oh, face first onto the wooden table. Divine again slams him face first. Using that table as a weapon. Very, very smart. Schmitty now up against the table. Again smacked head first off of it. Jesus Christ. Schmitty meat table. Up to the... Oh, I don't know if that'll reach, but whatever Divine has in mind either. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Terminating spike. Ah, but not through the table. That is a cringe-inducing move, dude. The way it lands on the head. Divine kicking out the table, looking to set it up in a different position. What is Divine cooking up in that mind of his with the Undisputed Championship on the line? All he has to do is put Schmitty through that table and he retains his title. Schmitty! Neckbreaker counter by Divine at the very last second. Now Divine! With a shoulder block. Oh my God, my heart. I'm on the edge of my seat, guys. I'm not even lying. I thought that was it. But again, the table only collapses. It did not break, which means this isn't over. Divine with those educated knees drill into the side of Schmitty's head. Surely looking for blood. Schmitty, or rather Divine did get busted open in that backstage brawl. Obviously that was taken care of by the paramedics pretty quickly before this matchup started. Sets up the table yet again. Schmitty trying to bring himself back up to his feet. Slam back down to the canvas. Divine says, you get up when I tell you to get up. But as he does, Schmitty counters. Short arm shoulder block knocks him down. And now Schmitty arms out wide. The game changer with a kick to the chest. Reciprocates to the Asian sensation. Now brings him up over his shoulders. Looking for a flapjack here perhaps? Yes, whoosh. Now I'm a big fan of Schmitty. I love me a flapjack. Limp body of Paul Divine brought up. DDT following the kick to the gut. The former Undisputed Champion, the dictator of Monday Night Fusion, the game changer. Jesus Christ. Divine wake up another flapjack. Schmitty obviously feeling good about himself right now, or maybe not, shaking his head no in the corner. Maybe he's a bit scared, or maybe he's letting it show. Oh! Damn, just missed the table with that electric chair face buster. Holy shit, that was close. I thought that was going to be it. Schmitty once again pouncing on Paul Divine, looking to reopen that wound. He straight rights to the face, or rather left. Stomp onto the face now, looking so close to that table, pushes to the other side of the ring. Schmitty with a shining wizard. Jesus Christ, Schmitty these past couple minutes in complete 100% control over Divine here, guys. The Undisputed Champion's got to wake up. If he loses this stage, it then goes to a draw. It goes to the main event. It goes to last man standing. Again, back over by Schmitty, though. Closes in for a grapple, gets a punch to the midsection. Paul Divine now with a jawbreaker back and forth. They go tit for tat. Spinning back over by Schmitty. The table right there, literally a centimeter away. Schmitty continues hammering away at the side of Divine's head, slamming him face first with the canvas. And there's that Schmitty trash talk. Trying to get into Paul Divine's mind. Oh my God, dude. Schmitty absolutely there we go. Divine once again reopened. Blood trickling down his face, and now Schmitty says, I can finish this. Oh, wrong time to talk there, Paul. Neckbreaker. We all make mistakes, but that might have been a dire one. Schmitty now back in control, looking for a second Shining Wizard, which is pulled off successfully. Schmitty has to win this stage. He knows it. Up to going to the top rope. Schmitty is the furthest thing from a high flyer as he scales up. Divine with a kick to the knee, though. Takes him down. Now putting the legs behind the top rope, climbing up to join him. The Undisputed Champion, the Asian Sensation, the man who puts the Rising and Rising Sun, superplex, into a fucking arrow! Oh my God, Divine almost put himself through the table, but remember, that would not end the match. These guys have to put each other through the table. It can't be a mistake like that. Divine resetting up the table. After that phenomenal maneuver, perhaps Divine thinks it's time to bring things to an end. Schmitty to his feet, giving some time to recuperate now. Snapmare gonna go right that gouge the cut. That's how desperate Schmitty is here. Schmitty is sleeper slam though by the champion. The challenger Schmitty looking up at the lights here at Retaliation, the season finale of CMV Season 4. Who's walking into the next chapter as undisputed champion? Will it be the Tyrant Schmitty? Or will it be the Asian sensation, Paul Divine? These two have beat the holy hell out of each other. They scared me so many times, but one of them has to go through that table. Who's it going to be? High kick to the side of the head as Schmitty re-enters the ring. Now Divine going to put him up top, guys, and that is a lot closer to the table. If he goes for that superplex again, no, Schmitty's not having it. And Schmitty elbow step onto the table, but it still did not break. Oh my God, I thought that was it. Now leaning it in the corner, he's trying to. Schmitty, what is he doing? Now setting up the table. Drilling that elbow right to the top of Divine's head, taking some time for him to get back to his feet. Irish whip though throws him right into the corner. Gonna try to put him up top again. That might be such a smart move. Divine, no, Schmitty saw it coming this time. Able to counter the attempt. Takedown, elbow to the shoulder. Divine dodges the kick though with a zigzag. Divine has put himself to the table almost so many times in this match. Middle of the ring now. The table is set up, guys. Center stage, under the spotlights. Japan's biggest export, making sure Schmitty stays down. You can see him holding on to his head. That nasty gash across his forehead. What is Schmitty doing? Schmitty does not like the table there. Looking to set it up in a different position, or perhaps use it as a weapon. Yes, he tries to use it as a weapon. Divine moves out of the way. Now he's going to set it up right in front of Divine. Divine's not having that. Kicks him right upside the chest. Table now down yet again. Rules out of the way. Does the game changer right into a flatliner. Downward spiral. And those two words, downward spiral, can really just sum up the past couple of months for Schmitty. Divine sets up the table now. Doesn't see Schmitty from behind, though. Gets that forearm smash. DDT onto the table. Oh, man. Brutalizing. Now Schmitty into the corner. Slowly approaches Divine. Looking to put him up high. This has bad news splattered all over it. Now it's Schmitty who tucks Divine's legs behind the top ropes. DDT off the Hangman's. Jesus Christ, Divine might be down for the count. Schmitty going to use this time to set up the table yet again. Schmitty has eyes to finish, ladies and gentlemen. To move it on to the third and final stage, he has to win here. But Divine taking that time to rest up. Arm drag though. Divine caught with a trip up. Face first into the canvas he goes. Might have chipped a couple of teeth on the way down. Brought to a vertical base. Schmitty with a front headlock, guys. Schmitty with a front headlock. Teasing us. Jesus Christ, Schmitty. Neckbreaker instead. Wants to reset up the table. Didn't like the position it was in. Has to be perfect for Schmitty here. There we go. Setting up again as Divine begins to stir. Trying to get up to a seat before Schmitty's done. But Schmitty too quick. Punch to the back of the head. Gonna help Divine to his feet like the good Samaritan he is. Tries to go for that front headlock again. Divine, though, with a fireman's carry, takes him overhead. Back elbow by Schmitty. Charges him. Oh, my God. Neckbreaker by Schmitty. In position. Dangerous place to be. No, put in the corner. Why does Divine want to do in the corner so bad, dude? That corner is like his whole strategy this game. Russian leg sweep by Schmitty. Is that a sig? Oh, probably because he can't use the sleeper hold. So instead, going for a classic. The hell is Schmitty doing? Working out a kink in his shoulder. I'm not too sure what he's doing. Maybe trying to figure out which angle he wants to drive Divine through the table here, but he's wasting a lot of time thinking when he should be doing, and that's why as Divine gets a punch to the pec, fireman's carry overhead nearly puts him to the table. Kick to the gut, catches it to Divine, drops him down. Oh my God, powerbomb. No! It didn't break, are you kidding me? This Japanese table, I am the table. Divine is pissed. And I would be too if I were him. This powerbomb Schmitty on the table and it fucking break. Schmitty now dodging a kick but gets caught with a front headlock. Divine takes him for the final walk. The walk of doom. Divine! Divine! Yes! Divine! With the power slam! The Asian sensation! Paul Devine says there ain't gonna be no third stage player. Devine retains the title, knocking Schmitty off by playing him through the table. It is over. No third stage, no redemption for Schmitty. Devine finishes the season on top, where he should be. Walk down death row, if you will, as Devine with a T-bone suplex, or a power slam, really. And it is done and dusted. Paul Devine is still the undisputed champion and will head into next season, the next chapter of CMV that way. Ladies and gentlemen, these two just beat the holy fucking hell out of each other. And true, it didn't go to the third stage. That might be disappointing, but not for Paul Devine. That wasn't even matches between the two. That was a brawl. That was months and months and months and months of a hatred between the two, filling up until it finally exploded. Devine once again has Schmitty's number when it matters the most. The Asian sensation does it, guys. Well, guys, what can I say? An absolutely incredible season. So many amazing moments. And what a way to finish it off after this, the way this season went for Paul Devine, being screwed time and time and time and time again. He finishes it, closes out this chapter of CMV by retaining the undisputed title, by putting down his arch nemesis Schmitty, and now the yellow brick road, if you will, awaits him. Season 5, guys, will start. We are going to be back October 30th. Mark it on your calendars. October 30th, the first episode on 2K18 of Season 5. And if you want your call to be featured in 2K18, all you got to do is check out our website, baby. communityuniverse.4emotion.com. Exclamation point join in the chat will give you a link. Of course, all the past episodes are on my YouTube channel if you want to see those. And what can I say? Thank you guys so much. It's been an amazing season, and I am super duper fucking mega excited for 2K18 and what's to come next. We are nearing our 3-year IRL anniversary this January. That's going to be crazy. That's all I can say, guys. Thank you so much. Awesome pay-per-view to go out on. I'll probably stream, some random shit, because I don't know if I can go 3 weeks without streaming. I'll start itching. I'll be like a crackhead, but I might stream something. But CMV will return on the 30th of October. I hope to see you all then.